So the game begins in the town of Coniston. It's a small town in the province of Dija, where you guys have all arrived at the same time. Okay, so each of you, we're gonna go around the table. So we have three in real life. We have three people who are playing this game. We have Anthony, we have Elias, and we have Jacques, and they each play one character. And I'm the dungeon master, so I prepare the adventure and I just manage the world around them. But they are basically running the show. So we're gonna start with Anthony. Just name your character and describe what you look like. And I'm gonna put a picture of your character in the description.
Excellent. All right, so my character's name is Ward. He's actually a night elf, type of night elf called a Famous elf, and he comes from a background of like orphan off the streets type of thing. He's very, dark and insidious type, but he's joined up with the Order of Fall to make some quick cash on the side, and he also talks with a more New York accent. But
What is he saving up for?
He was raised in the streets of New York.
He was raised in the streets of New York. Well, the town he's from essentially has a.
What was your race
New York
again?
type accent.
You're a
Famous elf.
You're a Faramis elf. Okay, so
Correct.
what like?
I'm a rogue type character actually. If you wanna.
Perfect.
What is he saving
Prototype.
up for? There's money on the side. Like, what's the
Man,
big plan over
you
here?
don't need reasons.
Okay,
You
alright.
don't need reasons. Money's money. It makes the world go round.
Yeah, true.
So next is Elias. So Elias, you
All
can
right.
introduce your character a little bit. Just what people would see if they saw you on the street, like what you would look like.
White hair, an owl called Frosty on the shoulders.
What's your character's name?
Alisar.
Okay.
Yeah, and he also is an orphan, so that's kind of weird.
I
That
thought
we
you were
have
gonna
the
say
same.
he also has a New York accent. Like, I don't remember that.
It's new, like he just wanted
Surprise.
surprise.
He's seeing Ward talk a lot, and he wants to be like Ward. So.
Yeah, I mean he has a small sword, not compensating for anything, and
How small exactly?
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
Yeah, he's fair skinned and
You're actually also an orphan?
yeah.
I genuinely had no idea. Hey,
Oh my God.
bros for life.
Same,
That's
yeah,
fun.
bros for life.
There's
Yeah,
so much in
we're
common,
bonding,
guys.
yo. This
I
is
feel
bonding
excluded
time.
from this party.
Yeah.
Are you also an orphan?
No.
Okay. That's cool. That's
I
cool.
was raised in a loving family.
Of lizards.
So you guys are actually like Alisar and Ward, you just arrived into Coniston right now.
Mhm.
You came to investigate the town, and we're going to talk about the reasons why later. But first, what I want to establish is we have Jacques' character, whose name is
I am Momi Naysayer.
Momi Naysayer. Okay, and Momi just arrived in Coniston as well. You're looking for Ward and for Alisar. That's why you came to Coniston.
Okay.
You came looking for Ward and Alisar.
Okay.
And
No, we don't know that. We have no idea who you are.
you guys don't know. You never heard of Momi. You don't know
Good start.
anything about this guy. Okay.
Great.
But he
Great
came to this
beginnings.
town because you were looking for these two people, and they fit the description perfectly. Like white hair, owl, tiny sword, New Yorker accent.
Because you could hear his accent.
Shifty looking New Yorker who doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Exactly. It's a perfect
Do I
fit.
know why I'm looking for them?
You know you're looking for them.
But do I know why, or I'm just?
So you work for the. It's in your backstory, but it's fine.
Well, no, I read my backstory, but it doesn't say why.
So you work for the Order of Fall,
Yeah.
and your job is to assist them in whatever their mission is. It's a secret mission,
Okay.
which they will explain to you to their leisure.
Or won't.
Or I mean, it's their job.
Okay, be that way.
Way to make friends.
You don't
Alice.
even know the guy.
You gotta be careful.
Classic tiny sword.
Yeah.
And,
Always has to have the last word.
And yeah, so Ward and Alisar, you're on a secret mission here, and Momi, you're here, and you see these two people walking on the street right now in Coniston. So you have to somehow go up to them and explain to them who you are. I'll give you a little help here. All three of you have a tattoo in your right forearm that shows that you're members of a secret order called the Order of Fall. And this tattoo is exclusive, and it's used to show that you're all members of this order. So there's a mutual understanding that if you see somebody with this tattoo, they're also a member of the same order as you, which is the Order of Fall. Okay?
Basically a gang.
Almost as if I planned this to work out
Almost
perfectly.
And you know, we've never met anyone with like a fake tattoo, but that could be a thing. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
You can take a pen and start drawing on your arm.
I guess you should do like
It's a pretty big tattoo.
You should
you
do
should do like a
test,
like a
yeah.
wipe test, like on someone.
wipe
Make
test,
make
yeah.
sure that the tattoo's not pink or
Rubbing
something.
alcohol.
Okay, so
Bleach.
I'll talk a little bit more as we play about the mechanics and things like that, because my system of D&D is not exactly identical to the classic D&D system. But we do use a D20 dice, which is just a 20-sided die. We each have one, including me. And whenever they try to do things, if I want to challenge them, I say, oh, roll me a 15, roll me a 13, roll me a 17, and they roll, and they can add modifiers depending on their character's abilities. So if someone might be very strong, they can add like a +2 maybe, and that helps them reach like a 17. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Momi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Momi Naysayer. Momi Naysayer is what do you look like when someone looks at you?
I look like a lizard.
Do you
I
look
have like
a-
lizard feet and lizard face.
Shock.
I stand upright. So apparently my people have evolved that. I have a huge broadsword and a small dagger on the side.
So do you keep your broadsword just like out and about, or is
Oh
it...
yeah, it's huge.
Okay.
It's like the size. It's as tall as me basically.
I bet you
See, like we have tiny sword and then we have huge sword.
I feel like you're both.
Contrast is amazing.
I can't sheath it like.
Oh, yo, boy. Man, yeah, that's
What a
that's
great start.
That's almost a burden more
That's a
than
problem.
Yeah, you should get that looked at.
You should get a new sword. It's the first thing you want to do in the game.
Alright, guys, I'm getting rid of my original sword, standing in a new one.
So Momi, you, it's on you right now to approach these two travelers. So how do you go about that?
So I see them. I'm
Pressure.
seeing them.
You're seeing them. They fit the description
They're in the
exactly.
street or something?
They're walking on the street. They seem to have just arrived in town. What are you guys doing? Are you?
Can we do like a blending in check for him not to see?
I mean, you could if you want to be an asshole.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not.
You could totally do that. Yeah, that'll totally help.
Do they have their are tattooed on display or?
It's
or-
always
Usually
hidden.
It's always hidden.
You just know that they should have one to
Okay.
confirm their
You should.
identities. You know that they should have.
Okay, because
that.
I was just gonna be like, hey, nice tattoo.
Hey, yo, sick tats,
Mine
man.
is like that too. Have the same one.
Okay.
What a coincidence.
So do I? But I know their names, right? I know who I'm looking for.
Yeah, you know their names. They were written in the letter. So
Okay.
one is called Alisar Frostfingers, and the other one is called Ward Tupper. And you know Alisar Frostfingers has a white owl,
Okay.
and you see a white owl sitting on this guy's head. Where does
Actually,
where does your owl sit, Alisar? Is it on your
On
head
the
or on
shoulder.
your shoulders?
Hey, I mean, wherever he wants, right? Like head, shoulders,
Oh,
knees,
he-
and toes.
So basically he runs the show and you're his pet.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I
Hey, so
can't believe you
I
said
approach
that.
Alisar and I ask him, "Are you Alisar by any chance?"
I turn around and say, "Yes. Who are you, lizard man?"
Racist-
With like a
racism
side,
right off the bat.
side eye.
So I
Sorry.
tell Alisar, you and your friend, let's go to a back alley so we can discuss in private.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
Hold on.
Two things. He's not my friend, and I'm not sure I want to go to an alley, discuss whatever it is you want to discuss.
Okay, I say, are you part of the Order of the Fall?
That is information that I cannot reveal. Why are you asking? The order of what?
So I've been sent to help you, and we need to talk about stuff, and we need to find a private place to do it because otherwise people might overhear us.
Okay, well, since this has been happening times and times again, and we've been getting a lot of people to help us, very, just like out of the blue, do you have any proof of your saying?
I have a letter that describes the both of you.
I mean, some other kind of proof that the Order of Fall.
Okay, so
members
I
would-
show him my tattoo.
Okay, we gotcha. He good.
Okay, you're all gonna have to roll me a charisma check because you're doing this in public right now in the middle of the street.
I wanted to go to a back alley.
He wanted to go to back alley. You didn't want to go to back alley.
I didn't want to go to the back alley
So,
with someone I didn't know.
I'm gonna say roll me a 10 in charisma.
Oh my god. Okay.
For no one to have noticed anything. Okay.
I haven't participated in this yet, so
Ward, you don't have to roll. It's gonna be Alisar and Momi. So you guys roll a d20 and you add your charisma modifiers if you have one.
Ah.
Okay.
is that a critical one?
Okay.
The very first roll of the game is a critical one.
Name your roll.
6 plus 1, so that's 7.
Yeah, you guys
Wow.
both. You guys epically fucked up. So, Momi.
I'm just like showing my arm like this in the air, like, hey, look at my tattoo, guys.
So so Momi and Alisar, you guys, as you're having this conversation, you're like kind of talking to each other in this animated way. And Alisar, there was this tension that you kind of started in the conversation, so people were noticing something was going on. And then as soon as Momi pulls up his sleeve and reveals his tattoo, like at this point, like people are like talking about you guys. There's like a sort of circle forming around you guys. And one person walks up to you. It's this like teenager. He looks like he's like 16 years old, and he's like, "Hey, are you guys like part of a secret order or something?"
No, he was just showing me the tattoo he got last night. This is my friend from my mother's side.
Okay, you're a friend from your
How
mother's
much
side.
do you want?
That's fine. That's fine. So I'm gonna roll
My cousin, a friend.
I'm gonna roll this teenager's
Mother's side.
charisma. He's gonna get a +1 to his charisma. So I'm gonna roll a d20 and add that, and you can do the same, and we're gonna see who wins.
Okay, I'm gonna add my bonus for liar, deceiver, and storyteller, which is charisma +3. I have 6.
So you got a what +3?
Oh,
3 plus 3.
3 + 3, 6, and I got a 10.
Oh my god.
So the teenager
This is going so well.
laughs and says, "Oh really? What are you guys, like first cousins or something?"
Yeah, he's like a second removed cousin from my mother's side, as I said.
Oh yeah, and then he looks
That's not at all.
and then he looks at Momi and he says, "What's his mother's name?"
It's
Say it at the same time, and he points to both of you.
Can I cut in at this point?
Ward, of course you can cut in.
Okay. Hey, little pal. You're not trying to offend these grown-ups over here, are you? I try and intimidate this young lad.
You want to intimidate
This is
him?
very
Yeah.
intimidating, but okay.
So he's gonna roll. He rolls a 20. A 20 plus 1, 21.
You just rolled a natural 20?
I just
Are you
rolled a
freaking
natural 20.
serious?
Yes.
Explain for our people that do not know what a
So
natural 20 is.
when I roll a dice, you can get a 1 all the way through a 20. A 1 is the worst possible roll you can have. A 20 is the best possible roll you can have out of 20, obviously. But regardless of any modifiers, if I roll a 1, it's a critical failure, and if I roll a 20, it's a critical success. So I rolled a 20, and I'm a teenager right now, and this guy is seeing right through all of you guys.
Jesus. Yeah.
He's not
I'm
intimidated
not
at all.
gonna beat you. Anyways. Yeah, that's 3.
Yeah, so the teenager looks behind him and he calls his friend. He says, "Hey, Rilatar, come here." And all of a sudden, like 4 other boys, and they kind of smell like BO. They approach you, and they have like these
Freaking nasty.
these like sticks, like these like wooden sticks that they seem to be using as weapons.
Oh, let's go. We're gonna take a beating. This is gonna be fun.
And one of them like whacks Ward's leg and starts laughing, and the other
Hey,
one.
little idiot.
And the original
You
one
asshole.
looks at you guys and says, "Looks like we caught you guys in a secret. If you guys don't want us telling anybody about this, you better pay up."
Can I smack the kid?
Much would you? That's not a good idea.
No?
I'm gonna intervene in this thing before it gets real fucked up. How much do you want?
The teenagers look at each other. They say, 500 Orion each.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, how about we pay up behind that little alley he was talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's actually a good idea.
I love
Don't-
bringing children to
these
back
kids
alleys.
to go to back alleys.
So he says, Hey, order a fall over here. Order a fall. Anybody want to see
I want to put
this?
my hand on his mouth.
In front of everybody? There's a crowd around you right
Yeah,
now.
fuck it.
Okay, here we go. So he's gonna roll dexterity against you. He's gonna get a +1.
Right, I have
he
a
rolls.
+1.
He rolls a 7.
What a
7,
terrible
alright.
situation. This moment
Two.
just begun.
Alisar,
3.
Alisar rolls a 3. So the teenager evades you, and he kicks you in the balls. So you're gonna take a level 3 bruise injury to the testicles.
Why you gotta do me like that?
I'm just going to
And Alisar,
stealthily
you're on the
walk away from this
Why
situation.
don't we just run from these people?
Yeah, I don't want to be involved with these fucking punks. They're such assholes. What the hell?
So what do you do, Ward? How do
So
you...
I'm gonna sneak away.
You're gonna sneak away?
Yeah.
Well, you can't sneak if you're already detected, right? So you're in plain sight in the middle of a crowd. You can try running away if you want,
Fuck's sake.
or pushing your way through a crowd.
Okay. How about this? Oh wait, but how does he already know we're in the order of fall?
Because you said it out loud earlier in public,
You did?
and you rolled very
We did
badly.
not. We just.
No, Momi said.
Right, it's true. Yeah. God damn.
I wanted to go to a back alley.
You gotta stand with me on this. A
This is
weird
just
lizard man is
so
asking me to
bad.
go in a
So
back
bad.
alley.
So
I would
funny.
say yes.
Oh. How about
Alright.
this? How about this? So, I pull out my elixir of distraction, okay?
Okay.
And I go to the kid. I'm like, hey kid, this potion, it's worth about 1.5k a rate. I shit you not. I'm serious. I look him dead in the eyes. I'm like, if I give this to you, will you let us go?
Okay, you're gonna roll for persuasion, and he's gonna roll general charisma, which is a +1. So the teenager rolls a 4 total, and you roll
16.
a 16 plus what?
None.
Plus nothing. Okay, so you roll a 16, I roll a 3. The kid looks at his friends and he's like, "Are you lying to us?"
That's serious. Look, I pull out 13 Arayan. I'm like, I just bought this the other day. Now I'm dirt poor. And this is the reason. Here, I'll let you have it now. I'll let you take it first before we even get to
He
start.
grabs the elixir from your hands and he looks at you and he's like, "But what does this thing do?"
Well, it's actually something called an elixir of distraction. So when you throw it on the floor around some people that you don't want to know that you're there, they'll immediately start hearing these strange voices in their head, and you'll be able to sneak by as if nothing ever happened. I bet you could use it to rob a jewelry store.
So he looks at his friends and they all kind of giggle and they look at you and they're like, "Are you selling me drugs, mister?"
Well,
No,
that's
this
not.
is a potion you
Listen,
throw on the floor.
First of all, here's a lesson that you'll need to learn early on in your childhood. Drugs are something you ingest. This is something you put on other people.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, I'll take it. And they grab it and they run off.
Oh, excellent.
It's that,
Wow.
it's that persuasive New York accent.
Congratulations, you guys.
Wow, that was the hardest fight of the series.
How
I
you
Alright.
was
testicles?
thinking
Yeah,
so
my
hard.
God,
I went out
they're
of
good.
character for a second. I was like,
You guys almost got bested by a teenager.
Yeah,
I know.
That was
years old.
wow.
oh
Okay.
man, the best part is I only spent $100 on that. Those poor kids.
It's a lot of
just
money.
got swindled.
Okay, so the crowd kind of disperses after the scene happens, and the kids run off laughing that they got something out of you guys. And yeah, you guys are alone again.
Kids.
You know, semi-alone, I guess. It's a public street in the town of Coniston. There's some peasants walking around. Everyone looks kind of poor around here, but the buildings look kind of fancy. So there's kind of a discrepancy between the real estate and the people who are actually walking on the streets here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to our new member that we are here looking for. We believe this town is some sort of like zirconium mining town, and we have a stone that is also where a Lich King is imprisoned, and it
A
might.
stone.
Yeah, it's like a little crystal.
Do you want to show him the
Okay.
stone?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess I can have
You
it
have
in
it,
the
yeah.
inventory. Okay,
Yeah.
so I show him the stone, and it has this little like spirit, like white little bulbs
Okay.
floating around, and the Lich King could get out at any second.
Okay.
And the Lich King was.
You want to explain what a Lich King is, maybe?
Yeah, it was.
For our viewers?
It's some sort of like skeletal. I wasn't part of the
Who
fight.
doesn't know what a Lich King is?
Of
Come
the
on.
Lich
It's like
King.
Adventure Time, bro.
Ward was actually part of the fight to defeat the Lich King.
Okay.
So he
Well,
knows
actually,
how hard.
if you ask me, I was the most important part of that fight.
Okay.
But to each their own.
Putting that aside, he's like a big, like, kind of ghost,
Okay.
skeleton ghost of some immortal person that wanted to like have immortality or whatever, and he could get out at any moment, right? Because this crystal links his soul to the physical world,
Right.
and we're trying to locate who was the maker of that stone so we can get more information on the stone and break it ultimately, because that's his link.
No, I see. So he never comes
But
back.
someone is controlling that Lich King, and we believe that the person controlling the Lich King, or like that helped the Lich King get the stone or whatever, is someone of importance to our mission that we were given by our new captain.
Okay.
There's a lot of play, but
Okay. So find the Lich King Stone Maker.
yeah, or find more information on this zirconium crystal.
Okay.
And we're in like this mining town, what we believe to be a mining town.
Got it.
Right.
So you're in this town. Basically, the way that the town works is there's one main road on the town, and then there's another side road that kind of seems to lead towards a mountain that's embedded to the town. It's kind of like adjacent to the town and like directly stuck to it. And you see some buildings like at the foot of this mountain, to the north, basically. But you can. There's the standard things in this town that you would find in any other town. There's like an inn. There's probably a guardhouse. Maybe there's a shop where you guys can buy some stuff. It's a decently sized town. So, what's your plan in this town? What are you looking for exactly?
I'm actually brutally injured because I fought with a bear in a mountain. So
You want to describe what you look like? Are you like?
I'm actually like beaten and battered. Like I have a penetrating injury to my abdomen. I've got a bite on one arm, and I've got frostbite in my digits.
Okay.
So I'm not feeling too great.
So Ward, your
Just
hands are
stuck.
like Ward's hands are like blistering, cold looking. It looks like one of the fingers might be like necrotic and dying.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm gonna go over to the nearest inn and try and get some rest, or if there's a doctor's office.
I could try and help you with.
Actually, you
some
do
frost
have some
yeah.
healing. Yeah, that would be
So-
ideal.
We'll try that. We'll go to an end so you can get more. A better environment for
Better
healing.
environment.
Yeah, if you guys get a bed at the inn, you'll gain advantage on any healing rolls that you have. So
Let's
that
do that.
advantage just means you roll twice and we take the better roll.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that. Worst case, anything I don't heal, you can
Try
cover
and
up.
heal you, yeah, or yeah. I mean, I don't have any injuries. I mean, except the blunt kick. that I
But yeah, you just
but,
got
like,
you
I
just
mean,
got kicked in the nuts.
It's a level
Yeah.
3, so I'm pretty sure
It's doable.
it's doable.
My penetrating injury is at level 17,
Yeah,
so
we're
I need to roll higher than 17.
You're gonna need some help for that.
So I'm gonna go to the inn and take a short rest. Well, take a rest.
Okay, so you probably ask around town and you found out that there's an inn in the town called the High Mountain Inn.
Ooh.
So you guys can go in there if you want and order some food or something like that.
Yeah.
Heal your sorrows.
Heal the sorrows is a good. We'll try to heal you first.
Yeah, and then the sorrows.
Yeah, the sorrows can
later.
come later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna. Do you guys want to get a bed here, or just a meal?
I don't think you need a bed though.
Are you well
Why?
rested from your travels?
But you're not.
I feel
Yeah.
alright.
Don't you sleep on the ceilings?
No.
Don't lizards sleep on?
I'm not that kind of lizard.
Okay, I got it. All right,
I
we'll
think
get.
I think what you're thinking of is a bat.
Maybe.
It's
I
not
don't
the
know.
same as a lizard.
I don't have a good biology skill, so.
Okay, so
Critical fail.
Ward, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay. We're gonna say 20 Arayan here if you want to get a bed, And if you have a bed, I'll give you advantage on your healing roll.
Okay.
Sounds good?
I elbow Alisar. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
he's.
I'm quite poor right now.
I'm gonna need to pay for that, so
Yeah,
I'll
he'll cover.
I'll
for
take
me.
the bill. Papa will take the bill.
Okay, so Alisar, you kind of squeeze through and you walk up to the bar, and there's an elf innkeeper called, well, I won't tell you her name, but she's really pretty. And she's behind the bar, and she's kind of
And
like.
so it begins.
She's kind of
The
she's
seduction
pouring some
rolls.
ale. There's like a dwarf bard singing in the corner of the inn. And so she looks at you and she has this long white hair and she's like, "Hello."
Hello.
You
pretty
must be new in
lady.
town. I haven't seen you before.
Oh, I am new in town.
By the way, you do realize these people are literally paid to be nice to you.
That's okay.
It's their job.
I know, that's okay.
Anyways, carry on. Carry on.
So do you say this out loud in front of her?
Yeah.
And so she looks at Ward and then she looks back at Alisar and she says, "He's right, you know."
That's okay,
yeah.
pretty.
Okay, you're gonna give me a roll for charisma, or it could be anything else you want that you have as a
Alright,
modifier.
charisma. I have yet
Give me
to
a general
for
roll.
it.
Get general roll.
Think
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna
plus
vomit.
1 for bonuses. I got a 10 plus 1, so 11.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay,
Okay.
it's not bad. It's like, hey, we're looking for a room with 3 beds.
A room with 3 beds.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be 60, please.
60?
Yes.
How about...
But if you want, I can
Oh.
add in an extra drink in there for each of you, and that'll be an extra 5 only. How does that sound?
How about we skip the drink and we make that 45, sweetie?
45
Yeah, for the 3 beds.
for the 3 beds?
Yeah.
Okay, well, show me how well you can roll on charisma.
9, so 8 plus 1.
Very meta.
That's pretty mediocre.
Very
Yeah,
mediocre.
I'm sorry.
But I'm a charming guy.
I'm sorry. I'm only paid to be nice to you, so you're gonna have to pay up.
Alright, okay.
The woman
Well,
speaks the truth. You
guys,
know that.
I got this. I'll pay the 60. Alright, so we can all rest.
What a nice guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's okay.
Okay,
I never
so
thought I'd say this, but that's you know, you did a good thing today.
That's
so
Good job.
Alisar, Alisar, please remove 60 Arayan from your inventory.
I will, don't worry about that.
And Ward, you can get an advantage this way. And you guys
Excellent.
have the room for the next 24 hours. So you guys can sleep in here, and if you get injured, you can come back here and rest, and it'll give you advantage on your healing rolls. Sounds good?
Nice.
Okay. So Ward, go ahead and roll for healing,
Alright, so I rolled twice because of advantage.
and you take the
correct?
best one. Exactly.
Take the best one.
Wait, can I also jump in and like assist him with some frost healing for like a 3rd advantage, or is
Yeah,
it...
you can roll a 3rd dice for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
You can. Well, do you have any healing ability? You want to try it?
Actually, wait, I don't.
I have-
But you can still try. You can still try.
I'll try.
Maybe your lizard saliva has some like
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
properties.
Yeah, maybe you know a maneuver or two.
I do. For my card.
Oh, actually, I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19, so I heal everything.
You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you have like a super nap, okay, in the bed, and you have the drink that the innkeeper gave you, and when she like pours you the drink, she like gives you a little kiss on the forehead, and you just feel like so good inside.
It heals your penetrating.
It heals your penetrating injury to the
Injury
chest.
to the chest.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that a little kiss
is all
goodnight
it
would
took.
do that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, let me just roll for my healing as well. Okay, no, that's not good.
You literally need a 3.
I need a 3. I got a 1.
Oh, yeah. that's unfortunate.
All right. I guess I can't heal that injury.
Wait, but you have advantage.
No, I did. Well, yeah, I do. That's true.
What do you want to have advantage?
Okay, 13. That's good. That's
Okay.
good enough.
So now you guys need to decide how are you going to figure out where the source of the zircon crystals comes from in this
Yeah,
town.
that's a good question.
I believe
We
we
need to sit down and have this conversation.
So we all get to the room. Well, we realize we should have just gotten one room, really.
We got one room. It's one
Oh,
room
it's
with
one
3
room.
beds.
Three
yeah.
Okay,
beds.
okay, one
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
3 beds. So we get to the room.
Do you guys close the door?
Yeah, we closed the door.
We've learned from our mistakes, so we shut the
Yeah.
door this time.
That's fine. Okay.
In private, we sit down and have a talk about what the next step is.
Well, I mean,
what's crack-a-lack?
So if the goal is to kill the Lich King, why don't we just take this crystal and put it in a volcano or something?
we tried.
It's funny you should say that. Because
I'll let Ward
actually,
explain.
that's,
Can I
that's
interrupt?
exactly the
The
location.
ring cannot be destroyed.
Yeah.
It must
There
be
we
cast
go.
into the fires of Mount Doom. No, I'm kidding.
There we
God.
go.
That's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried breaking it. We tried. I mean, it was found in a volcano, so right. So I don't think.
Well, we fought him around the volcano. He used to literally come out of the volcano. So
Okay.
it seems like volcanoes are like a no-no for him.
I
Like,
see.
that's fine.
Unless
He doesn't care.
it's a specific place, kind of like the ring in Mount Doom, that we have to take the crystal to.
Fine.
More specifically, why would it be a bad idea for you to break this crystal?
Because it would release.
Oh, so we don't want to break the
Right.
crystal.
It would release something into the world. We don't know if it would bring the Lich King back. I don't think so, but it would release something else. Also, we're tracking the person who is or was in control of the Lich King, so we would
Okay.
lose our ability to track
Okay,
them
okay.
if we
got
break
it.
the crystal.
Yeah. So you guys are not only looking to destroy this lich. More importantly, you want to find out who created this lich, where did it come from, and what is the source of power. That's what your employers want you to do. They want you to find the source of power of the lich that you're holding in this crystal in your hands right now.
I guess we could try to find some sort of like zirconia mining.
Well, the other thing is, actually, not too long ago, I received an object called a tahometer, which is this little spinny device that activates whenever a large source of power
Do
is
you want to pull it
nearby.
out of your bag and show it?
So I pull it out of my bag and I show it.
So what you see is it's sort of like a handheld device. It looks like a rod, but it has on the surface of it like two moons that kind of spin. And right now, they're not spinning at all. Okay, but they look like they could be spinning potentially in another situation. But right now, they're
I
not
shake
spinning.
them around a little bit. It jiggles.
They spin if you jiggle them. That's fine. You can spin them like a toy with your fingers if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah.
Look, see, there you go.
So it usually spins when there's like a well of power
Okay.
type of thing,
Got it.
but we haven't encountered
Well, the one we encountered was the Lich King. That was
Yeah.
the first one.
himself.
He was a source.
How did you guys get onto this planet?
Oh, that's a good question. We were born here.
You were born here.
Yeah, we were born on this planet.
Oh, okay. You guys have been just hanging out. Okay, this whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Is there
Hold on a
other
second.
planets that we should be concerned with?
This is a fantasy setting.
yeah. No, we don't have laser guns or whatever that. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
I sort of
It's because the last time I played Dungeons and Dragons with Jacques. We were playing in a sci-fi universe. He's like,
he's still in there. He's like,
I see. Okay.
I sort of like rub my head and I'm like, man.
what do you mean another planet?
What
What's
do
a
you
planet?
mean? What is a planet?
The world is flat, right? You're gonna give everybody an existential crisis.
roll for existentialism.
Oh god, alright. But I guess our best plan is to just find someone who makes, like, manufactures the crystals or where they mine them. We could sneak into where they mine them and
But
try
we
and
don't
get...
know where that is.
I mean, there's a big mountain in this town, right?
You can also ask around town, ask around the tavern, you can ask around the guardhouse, you can ask around...
That would be the
anywhere.
smart way to proceed, yes.
Well, yeah, but now everybody knows that we're part of a secret organization, don't they?
No,
Only
it's
the
just-
teenagers
yeah, only the
know.
teenagers.
You gave him an elixir. He's like, all
Yeah,
right,
that's true,
I'm
that's
taking
true. I
it.
shut his mouth.
But the teenagers know.
Delinquent child.
The teenagers definitely know.
Listen,
Teenagers.
worst thing that could happen is we have to kill the teenagers.
Whatever, casual.
Classic boomers that we
Yeah.
are.
I'm 19, by the way.
Oh,
Oh wow, 24.
Yeah.
So you're the oldie here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Huh?
Looks like there's only one.
Whoops.
There can only be
Maybe
one.
he's 19 in his species age, right? Maybe they count
No,
the
he's
years
19.
differently. Because he looks very wise for 19.
That's true. He has like a beard.
He has like a white beard and like
Yes, yes.
He's a wise.
I
he's
guess
a wise 19.
Lizards live till
Eight-
25.
Yeah.
but then
I'm joking.
they
Shed their skin, they become a new lizard.
Then they become dragons.
That's good. All right. Yeah, so I guess we should find a place where they. We should ask around town.
I think.
Let's
we can
ask that. Let's ask that cute elf server, and you go because you're an elf, so right?
What? Yeah, that's true. I am an elf. Maybe that's why she was so nice to me, even though I was a bit of an asshole. All right, let's go. I'll go ask the elf.
The elf lady?
The elf lady.
Okay.
I'll speak to her in. I'll speak to her in elf tongue.
You have to actually. No, you have to actually speak it.
Well, howdy.
Speak Elvish to
Speak
me,
to me
please.
in Elvish, please. Okay, so so she's kind of at the bar right now, and she's talking with like a dwarf man. So this dwarf man, he's got this kind of like brown bushy beard, and you know when like someone like when these people drink too much and there's like these drops of like alcohol like stuck on the beard. That's what's happening right now.
Nice.
So and he smells of alcohol, but she's giving him the sweet eyes right now, and he's totally tipping her a lot of money. So yeah, how do you want to approach the situation? You want to wait awkwardly next to them, or what are you gonna do? What's your move here, my friend?
So, oh my goodness. Can I try and ascertain if this dwarf guy is actually a feral?
A feral.
Ferals
You want to
were
explain what a
types
feral
of
is?
dwarves, right? So a feral is a type of dwarf that we encountered in the mines. And I just so happened to have their symbol engraved on my crossbows that I had custom crafted while I was there. So I have an in with this guy if he actually is a feral.
So you can roll for social insight, right?
I'll
you
try that.
can give me a social insight roll.
I'll do a general roll for that. Let's see if he's. Who the hell are you, man? 17.
Okay, you get a 17. Do you have any modifiers? Any bonuses?
None.
None. Okay, so that's a total of 17. Yeah, so this guy looks like a dwarf. You see a crest on his arm. It looks like a hammer, and it looks like there's like water around the hammer. So it doesn't remind you in any way of the ferals that you encountered previously in your adventures.
I wonder if they're allies or enemies. Oh man.
Correct. So there might, from your own knowledge, you can ascertain that maybe there's some sort of mutual recognition between dwarves, and maybe they know who the ferals might be. So maybe you can leverage that to your advantage or disadvantage, but it's on you. How do you want to approach this interaction?
Okay. So I step up to this dwarf, and I put a hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, buddy, it looks like you may have had one too many to drink.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll me charisma here.
And that's his reaction.
We can't wait for you guys to actually see us. This was like a breaking the fourth wall type of thing.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
So Ward, what do you roll me charisma, and we'll see how you did on that.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
But can I? Okay. Anyways, no modifiers. That's
Oh my God.
that's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay, so he looks at you and he's like, "Hey, who do you think you're touching? Who the hell are you, kid?"
Well, my name is Ward, and I actually happen to be a friend of these guys. You might just know them. They're called the Ferals. I show him the crest on my crossbow.
So he actually looks in recognition to the symbol on your arm, as if he recognizes it. He's like, "I haven't seen that crest in 20 years.
Well,
Where did you get that?"
I'm sure you haven't, but I actually was there myself, and I helped liberate them from so-called Lich King with my own 2 hands, believe it or not.
Okay, I'll give you advantage because of my own reasons. I'll give you advantage, and you can roll for charisma. Go ahead.
Alrighty, let's go. Freaking advantage this guy. That's a 10.
I thought that was a 20. I got
That's a-
excited. That's a 6.
That's a 6.
So you take the
So
best out of the 2 rolls.
I got a 10 total.
So you got a 10. Okay, but you're no dwarf. Why would they let you have a weapon of their own crest? Nobody goes down there. Nobody talks to those people.
Well, we were actually sent there because they were having a bit of a diplomatic arrangement going on between them and some elves, and potentially some sort of tribal reunion. But when we got there, turned out that there was this Lich King that was wreaking havoc in their area. They needed help taking care of him. And when me and my party took care of him, then, and only then, the blacksmith gave me his seal of approval and crafted me these handy dandy little wrist
So
mounted crossbows.
as you're talking, he kind of like his eyes kind of glaze over because it's way too much information, and he's drunk. And so he kind of like starts like turning away from you and back towards the bartender, and he's like, "Oh, I'll have another one," and he kind of talks over you. Um, but he and then he's not completely ignoring you. So he puts his arm on your shoulder and he's like, "Look, come here, kid," and he kind of pulls you in, and he smells really bad. Okay, like.
Jesus.
You're gonna roll for Constitution here
Okay.
to see if you don't get sick.
6.
Yeah, you kind of a bit of vomit comes up in your mouth
Ugh.
because this guy has not showered in like half a year.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
he's like, listen here, kid. All right, a friend of dwarves is a friend of mine, and a little bit of like spittle like falls on your face.
Oh, nasty.
But
Oh, I want
he
to
says,
cry.
look, anything you need, anything you need, I got you, man. And he kind of like runs his hand over your head a little bit.
Okay, this is getting a bit too personal. All right, thanks a lot, pal. Great getting to know you.
Where you going?
I need to ask a few questions to this bartender lady, but in private, if you don't mind.
Oh, you want to talk privately with Sillerin? Nah, Sillerin is she's my home girl, man. You can't talk to her. Sillerin looks at you and she's like, well, do you have any more money by any chance?
So, I speak to her in Elvish now.
Okay.
And I say no, but it's about actually a more serious matter.
So in the meantime, I want to know what Alisar and Momi are doing. Are you guys in the tavern right now?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
watching this scene with a lot of disgust.
Are you sitting at a table?
Yeah, sitting at a table.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up and strike a conversation with the dwarf to try and distract him.
From the other side?
Jeez.
So what do you say?
I say, you know what? I have a lot of respect for you people.
This is perfect. He'll love it.
Okay,
He'll love it.
give me a charisma roll and add your charisma modifier.
I have no clue.
Well, that was good.
That's a genius. It's a genius move.
20!
Nat
Who
20.
would have known?
A natural 20.
He's a natural.
So bring up your character sheet, and when we roll a natural 20 in my game, I give you a proficiency in whatever you rolled a natural 20 in.
So
So
plus
Respect.
I think this is. I would say, do you have charisma already?
No.
You don't have charisma, so you can
Seduction?
add charisma as a skill, right?
Okay.
So number 5 on your character sheet will be
Do I put any
charisma.
skill points in it?
Not
No,
yet.
it's
When you
plus
level
0.
up, we'll do that. So I'll put it for you, just so you can see how
Thank
I
you.
do it. Here it is. Perfect. Okay. So you said. What did you say exactly? You
I
said.
have a lot of respect for you people.
Do you put your hand on his shoulder by any chance to get his attention?
No.
No. You just kind of sit there next to him.
You know what? I'm gonna put a hand on his
You're gonna put a hand on his shoulder.
He rolled a nat 20. He can do whatever the fuck he
He's
wants.
just sitting there. He's like,
So he kind of like he's his attention is divided right now between Ward and Sillerin, the bartender, and you and your rival. But there's just something about you, and he just turns and he looks at you, and he looks you up and down, and you have this big broadsword, right? And he looks at your broadsword, and then he looks at your scales and your beard. You have like a beard, right? And he's like, "Who are you?"
You're suddenly his new favorite person.
I am someone who has such a passion for mountains and zirconium crystals, and I want to learn all about them.
Wow, well, look, I've never seen anybody as handsome as you, my friend. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, but this time he says, "Look, I actually work for the Zirconian mines here. So anything you want to know about the zirconian mines in town, I'm your man. I'm your man.
Okay, so I heard, I don't know from where, that it's possible to take souls and put them in zirconiums, and it completely blew my mind. And I want to know other people who know about this stuff.
Oh, dude, you have to meet Tai Kiso. Tai Kiso is the man. He makes all the zirconian in town. He mines all of it. That's his job.
Okay,
He's my boss.
nice. Can I get his contact information?
Yeah, I'll give you his Facebook. Wait, give me a second. I mean his face notebook. No, I'm kidding. Look.
Now I'm
Listen.
pulling your leg.
Listen.
Oh, man.
Tai Kiso's having a party tonight. All right, at his mansion. All right, I can get all you guys in.
Oh yeah.
Sillerin, you want to come too? Sillerin kind of looks and she's like, I'm free.
Somebody trying to get with Sullivan.
So he's like, listen, all you got to do is tonight at 8 p.m., meet me in front of this inn and we'll go together. But you got to be well dressed, okay? Like, this isn't some sort of like peasant party. We don't let peasants in our party, okay?
Okay.
You're fine.
I'm
you,
fine.
You look great, my friend. Let me tell you something.
Who needs help then? Which of my friends needs to?
Oh, these two over here, especially this one. And he points at Ward.
Okay.
And he's like, there's something about him I don't like.
So he needs to change his clothes.
He needs to change his clothes.
I'm naturally
Okay.
pretty.
Absolutely.
Is this guy okay?
So you point to Alisar?
Yeah.
He looks at Alisar and he's like, yeah, but like maybe something for your owl, like a bow tie or something, you know?
Okay.
To freshen up the look, you know, something new.
Frosty could use a bow tie.
He's like, okay, guys, meet me here at 8 p.m. tonight. You're my special guests at Ty's party, okay?
Sounds great.
Good.
Peace.
Peace out. And he gets up and he goes and he pukes in like a chamber pot in the corner of the room, and
Nice.
he walks out.
Oh,
He's
man.
like, oh, by the way, I didn't tell you my name.
I love how he's completely unfazed. He walked away. By the way.
By the way, my name is.
By the way.
He's like, my name is Dranner. All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll
pleasure to
remember
meet
that.
you. See you tonight.
What are your names?
I'm Jack. No, I'm Momi.
Alisar here. Hello, and this is Frosty.
Nice to meet you, Frosty.
Cool.
It looks like he thought that those words came out of the owl's beak.
So this is actually my pet human.
This is actually my pet human. Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you? I don't care to know." And he kind of like waves his hand at Ward, and he's like, "All right, bye, Sillerin. See you tonight." She's like, "Bye, Draenor." And he walks out and he slams the door.
All right, guys. So how do we know when 8 p.m. is? We have no way of knowing.
It's maybe like 2 in the afternoon right now. You guys have the rest of the day to get ready for this party. Maybe you want to buy a pocket watch? I don't know.
Ward needs to buy new clothes or something?
Yeah, because he's.
What an asshole! Like, seriously.
Some of us are not as well endowed as others.
Endowed. Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well,
The
put
genetic
it that
pool
way.
is.
Something I didn't know about Ward.
You've never seen me naked.
Whoa.
That's not what I meant, but all right, let's go with that.
I guess we're going in this direction now.
Yeah. Okay.
Bounce going. So the bard starts playing like the sexy music.
Okay, all right. Let's get out. Find tailoring,
Yeah.
sewing master, whatever.
Emperor's
For
new
him.
clothes. I need a new style.
Oh, you're gonna have to sell something because I just remembered you don't have any money, and
I am dirt poor. I have no
cannot
money.
be paying for all of your expenses.
I need to go begging on the streets because I have literally nothing.
How much does clothes cost?
Oh,
Probably nice clothes.
to fix him?
likely at least 100 are in.
Oh, for
Like-
real?
Yeah. Likely. And
So-
I only have
Wow.
13.
It depends on the town you're in. I mean, if you're somewhere like in the city where there's a
This
lot
place
of
seems rich. though.
where there's a lot of fancy clothes,
Oh, the
people
are poor.
if there's a lot of fancy clothes in the city because there's a lot of stores and a lot of noble people, then it'll probably be less expensive. Think of an outlet.
Okay.
But then imagine you're like in the middle of nowhere and like there's a fancy dress like that's fancy.
We don't want to get like super fancy. Like we want them basic.
Let's just give him a bath and
Presentable.
just.
A bath?
Yeah.
Are you guys are gonna give him a bath?
Yeah, we'll scrub him.
All right, let's do it. Whatever.
No, what I meant is let's have him take a bath and clean up a little bit. I mean, I don't.
You're not my mom.
Silerin kind of leans into the bar and she's like, "Oh, that'll be 20 to use the baths here."
Ugh.
Oh my god.
I can, but she's,
What a freaking
and then she
ripoff.
looks like she's like trying to like be a good salesman. So she's like, "But I can give it to you for 19 if you want."
What about 5?
Okay, we can negotiate. So give me a bargaining roll. Roll me for your dice and add charisma or any other bargaining skill you
I
have.
have no skills whatsoever. 18.
Wow.
18.
Can we
She's
just
like-
have him roll for everything?
She's like, fine, 13, I guess.
I asked for 5. Wait, you just 5? No, that's not 5.
Look, 5 is like what it costs to fill the bathtubs.
It should be free. It comes with the rooms.
I never said it came with the rooms, okay? Look.
Can I speak to the manager?
All right, I think a bath will be enough to make him presentable for tonight. I'll pay the 13.
Perfect. So
Alright.
minus 13 Orion in your gold pouch, and Ward, take a bath. Alright, so
I vigorously rub away all the
You have to roll to take a bath.
roll to take a bath.
so Ward, you scrub yourself really nicely. Do you put like any products in your hair? There's like a sort of an array of different creams and powders.
Yeah, I actually put some cream in my hair and kind of brush it off to one side.
You probably, what color is your hair again?
Black.
Is it
dark, like pitch black?
And is it long or short?
Short.
Okay, so you kind of do like the slick back rich boy
Yeah,
look
exactly.
from Pokemon.
Correct.
A rich boy from Pokemon.
Rich boy,
Rich
Pokemon.
kid.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect. So you have slick black hair, and it's a slick black look, slick back look. And then you still need clothing for tonight.
Bit of an
We
alliteration.
still need clothing.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think
Could I roll for luck? Maybe I packed some clothing.
No, you can't roll for luck for that.
no,
You guys want to
no
hit the
sir,
market?
we-
See
yeah,
what's going
let's
on in
go
the
see-
market?
let's go see.
All right, let's go.
I could maybe
He
sell
doesn't have
some
any
stuff.
money.
No,
That's
no,
the
I
thing.
can maybe sell some.
You can maybe steal some shit.
Or I could steal some.
I
stuff.
will let you do that. Yes.
So you guys go to the Coniston market. It's kind of like it's a sad little market. Like it doesn't look like people are actually buying and selling much things here. You do notice someone is kind of selling a bunch of blue stones of different shape, and they look a lot like the crystal that your lich is inside of. So there's another dwarf, and he's kind of selling these things. But you do spot like a tailor lady out in the market. Do you want to go up to her?
So immediately as we walk out onto the street, like memories just rush into me of when I was on the streets, living on the streets of Time Held, and like my childhood of like pickpocketing and robbery, and so I almost impulsively like go to like the nearest clothes shop and try and steal a nice set of clothes.
Okay, you're gonna roll for thievery, I guess.
Well, wait. We want to talk to the stone seller first before we get caught stealing. No.
There's two different shops. There's a stone shop, and then there's the clothing shop.
But if we get caught at the clothing shop, we need to leave the market. No?
Let's
Maybe.
separate from him and let him do his stuff.
Okay.
On
I'll go solo on this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
Don't you worry.
We
I'll
can
be
go talk to
fine.
the
I'll be
stone
fine.
shop.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up, and the lady looks like she's like 45. She's about to go through menopause. She's got a bit of a mustache on her lip.
Nice.
But she looks really skilled with the cloth weaving that she's doing. She's doing a lot of cloth weaving right now in front of you, and she's got all kinds of different clothing, and she's got like a nice tunic that looks black, and it goes all the way. It's kind of like a trench coat suit thing, medieval suit thing that goes all the way to your thighs, and it's on exposition. There's like a mannequin with that on it. Yeah. So that's an example, but there's other clothes in there too if you want to look around.
I'm going to steal that suit.
You're gonna steal that suit?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of the centerpiece of the of the stall, but
Yeah.
it's a bit to her left, and she seems preoccupied with whatever she's sewing right now. So
Is there any other suit that'd be easier to steal? I'm not an idiot either. I think I'd be wise enough to choose another one.
this one kind of catches your eye. You know, this one looks like
Dude,
it.
if it's the suit
This
for
one
me,
looks
it's
like
the
it
suit
might
for
give
me.
you an advantage in a future
If
situation.
there's a suit for me, it's the suit for me. Let's go. I'll do it. I'll steal the suit.
Okay, so it's to her left. It's approximately like 10 meters to her left, and she's looking towards her right now, and she's kind of working on her knitting and all that stuff. But she hears someone approaching, and she's like, "Oh, hi there," and she doesn't even look up. She doesn't look at you. She just hears someone's there. So what's your
Okay.
move?
So I'll just say, "Oh, don't mind me. Just having a look at the goods."
Oh, very good. So you're having a look around the shop. Momi and Alisar, what do you guys do in the meantime?
I went to the dwarf selling these stones.
Yeah, we want to ask him where he got himself these stones. Did he mine him themselves?
So the dwarf is like sitting on a chair and he's smoking a pipe, and he just seems to like not care about his job at all. Okay, he's bald, but he's got like the hair around the bald spot. What do you call
Mhm.
that? He's got a bald spot and hair around it. Anyway, so he's got a big white beard that goes all the way down to his belly, and he's just chilling and he's like smoking a pipe, and he's like kind of like nonchalant as you're looking at the stones around his shop.
So I go to him and I say, you know what? I love stones. Stones have been a passion of my life forever. Do you happen to know much about stones, sir?
He looks at you and he starts laughing. And as he's laughing, his laugh turns into a cough. And he goes, and like a cloud of smoke kind of comes out of his throat. He's like, do I know anything about stones? I work in a stone shop. Yeah, I know things about stones.
Okay, so I am passionate about stones that can imprison souls. Do you sell any of those stones, or do you know where to get them, or how to make them?
He kind of looks to his left and his right, and then he kind of leans in a little bit. He's like, "You know that's not legal, right?"
I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know. I've been ignorant, but people still do it, right?
Shh. And he kind of like shushes you a little bit. He's like, "I totally got what you need." And he kind of like goes up behind his counter and he pulls out like a blue crystal wrapped in a cloth, like a opaque cloth. And he unwraps the cloth, and you see it looks exactly like the other stones around, except it's hollow inside. And he's like, "This is a void zircon crystal. You can imprison a soul in this thing, but don't tell anybody I sold it to you." And he starts acting as if you want to buy it right now. So he starts like preparing it. He's weighing it and everything. He's preparing to sell this to you.
I'm like, whoa! I just want to know more about it. I'm making a big purchasing decision here. I just want some more information. I didn't know this existed 30 seconds ago, and thank you for informing me. Very much appreciate it. So I want to know more. Like, how big of a soul? Can I put any soul whatsoever in this stone, or is there a limit?
So you're gonna have to roll for charisma here to see if you don't offend
Another
him.
nat 20. Let's go.
11?
11 plus nothing.
Nothing.
He's like, "Listen, you just come into my shop and you think I'm some sort of like source of information. I can just give you any information you want."
Well, if you give me information, then I'll be able to make a purchasing decision, right?
Okay.
You help me with information, I'll help you with money.
I'm sorry, I was rude to you. And he keeps packaging this stone. And he's like, "Anyway, so yeah, you can kind of fit, I'd say, the soul of maybe a bear in this thing."
Okay, so different stones have different capacities, is what you're saying.
That's correct, my friend.
What is-
my friend.
What is the biggest capacity I could ever find?
The biggest capacity. I mean, there's no maximal capacity. It just depends on the purity of the stone and on the craftsmanship of the crafter.
I see. Do you know who makes the best stones in town?
And he kind of like puts his thumbs into his tunic, as if he's like boasting his chest out, and he's like, "That would be my employer, Tai Kiso, my friend."
I see. Oh my God, I've heard his name before. So can you tell me a little more about Ty Kessel? Like how did he come about being such a great stone guy?
Tai Kiso is the inspiration of a lifetime. He was born in this town, Coniston, and he had nothing. He was an orphan. But then one day he ran into the mines and he learned to survive in those mines somehow. He learned those mines like the back of his hand. No one was mining anything in Coniston before. And he discovered the zircon mine in Coniston. He started an enterprise. He gathered all the other youth in the town and he started an entire empire built on this zircon mine. And now he's the most successful zircon miner in the entire province. Tai Kiso.
Is there anything that is there anything that he's particularly interested? Like if I give him maybe, I don't know, chocolate cake or flowers, that would make him particularly happy.
Oh, wow. Chocolate cake. I mean, I'm sure he loves chocolate cake. And I'm going to have you roll charisma here. See how much information he's going to give you. That's a critical too. So he's like, but unfortunately, I'm not that close to him.
Critical too.
I heard he's having a party tonight.
Okay.
If that helps. I'm not invited though. I'm not high ranking enough for that.
Okay, well, thanks for all the great info. You've been a big help. Unfortunately, I won't be buying this stone
What?
today.
No, but I packaged it already.
I know. Tell you what, I'm going to think about it really hard, and hopefully I'll come back soon to buy it.
Okay, well, come back before like in 2 hours. I'm closing in 2 hours, so you're
Okay,
gonna be back before then,
I need
right?
to do some thinking. But I'll do my best.
You'll be back before 4, right?
I can make no promises, my friend.
And he just looks sad.
And I would just walk away.
I would take sad any
I
day.
didn't even ask for the price of the stone, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, the price of the stone.
I'm sure it was very expensive. Let's keep pretending that we know what we're doing, so
Okay.
that he doesn't think that like we're like, you know.
I was not
What?
pretending.
So he doesn't think that like we don't know, like he's like a stone connoisseur right now.
Who's he?
Mommy?
Yes.
Momi.
Momi.
Perfect. Okay. So Alisar, what do you do in the meantime?
I was looking at the stones outside of the shop.
Is
Just
there anything
like,
that you're looking for specifically in this market area?
Not really. I was
Okay.
just waiting for Momi.
Perfect. So we're gonna go back to Ward here. Ward, you're in this area. There's the suit, and she's not paying attention. So what do you do? I'll warn you that there are people around this stall. Like maybe someone might notice you take it, but no one that works there.
Can I try a distraction here?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm gonna try and have Frosty go in and like wreak havoc in the shop. So maybe that could give him like just like fly in and just like
But I mean, I thought you were gonna make like a distraction on the street so that people around will be paying attention to you rather than paying attention to the
okay.
store.
I'll have Frosty go in the shop, so there's a distraction in the shop, and I'll do a distraction on the street as well.
So you're
myself.
distracting the whole area.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
It's not something I haven't
what are you
done
gonna do?
before, so.
Distract?
What are you going to do on the street exactly?
Okay, I'm gonna look for my lost son again.
Has anybody seen my child?
Yeah, it seemed to work before, so.
Okay, you're gonna give me 2 rolls. You're gonna give me one for animal handling and one
Alright.
for charisma.
My child. Okay. All right. So let's start with the animal handling one.
Oh my god.
I get plus
Can I
one.
see if there's like a back room, by the way?
Yeah, there's a back room.
Okay, hopefully
So
Frosty
that's
can fly.
11 for the animal roll. 10 plus 1. And for the distraction, I do have distraction.
At this point, I'm already like in one of the aisles, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. You're in the store right now.
So this is a +3 for distraction.
But like I'm out of the line of sight of.
That's fine.
That's 12 +3.
Nice.
So you got a 15 for charisma, and you got an
Yeah.
11 for animal handling.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 11 goes to Frosty. Frosty gets off your shoulder, and do you like point or say anything to him?
Yeah, just like Frosty
You just-
in the store.
You just say Frosty in the store, and you point at the store. Okay, that's fine.
You can do that.
So you do that, and Frosty goes, and he jumps off your shoulder, flaps his wings, and goes like full speed, like hurtling
Barreling into
I
the
love
store.
Frosty.
hurtling straight into the clothing store right now, and he crashes directly into a mannequin, and it makes like a domino effect where like all the clothes are falling, and he's flopping around, and a few of his feathers are going in every direction, and the owner of the store goes bananas. She gets up and she grabs a broomstick, and she's gonna try to whack Frosty. Okay,
Oh, shit.
She has a +1 for broomstick, and I'm gonna
+1 for boom.
and you're gonna roll for animal handling here.
So
Plus
+1.
one broomstick.
She rolled a 3.
4.
Oh!
3 + 1.
Okay, and she tries to whack Frosty, but Frosty just narrowly dodges her as like she whacks one of his feathers off of him and hits a mannequin straight in the chest, breaking a mannequin in half.
Oh dear.
In the meantime, what do you do on the street?
My son! Where's my son?
There's like 3 guards on the side of the road, and they kind of see you. And are you just like yelling at people, or you're yelling at the sky?
I'm yelling at people, but then I'm like running around and then trying to stop people in what they're doing.
Okay.
What's
And
your
trying to be
son's
like,
name?
have you seen my son?
Because it'd be kind of weird if you're just yelling out my son.
No, it's just my son.
Well, you're not with him now, so you
Yeah.
can't ask him that. But okay, Alistar, you run up to people, and people just look distraught. And there's a woman, and she's like, "You lost your son?
I lost my son.
Well, what does he look like?
He has black hair. He's
But you have white hair.
Yeah, his mother has black
Oh.
hair.
He's got his mother's genes.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm faking a seizure right outside the clothing store.
This is gonna be great to get out of this scene.
Just the whole street starts losing.
Okay, so I talked to the lady.
Wait a second. So,
We're causing so much
Momi,
entropy.
you walk out of the stone shop,
Yeah.
and right as you walk out of the stone shop, you fake a seizure
I fake a seizure near the clothing store.
near the clothing, like at the front of the clothing store,
Yeah,
at the windows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're rolling charisma, I guess. Rolling for deception
Jesus.
or distraction.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a 19.
That's a level 19 seizure.
That's a level 19 seizure. Yeah, your seizure is on point. It's perfect. There's like foam coming out of your mouth. The eyes roll into the back of your
His
head.
movements are perfectly repetitive. Like.
But you're like this wise-looking lizard who's like having a seizure right now on the ground. You have a big beard and everything. Your giant broadsword is on the ground next to you. And like you cause a whole scene, and like everyone is like gathered around you. Like, what is happening to this guy?
This is great.
And then someone like there's a man who grabs you by the shoulders and starts shaking you, like back and forth, trying to wake you up. Like, wake up, wake up!
Wake up, my son!
Okay, well while he's doing
You
that,
hear someone screaming, ah!
Someone call 911.
Hey, you rolled a 19. What do you want me to say?
okay, as this is happening, I want to run in the shop
Why?
because I want to try and get back Frosty and pretend like I saved the lady from the owl.
Genius.
But why don't you steal the clothes already?
Well, that's
Yeah, like what? Yeah, okay. So we'll move to him.
I
We'll
haven't
move to
even
him
had
now.
action yet. This is all just happening.
You can
around
just
me.
go ahead. What do you do, Ward?
He's just standing there. He's watching all of this.
Ward is just shocked. He's like, oh my god.
I'm like in the middle.
Oh my god, is Mommy okay?
I'm in the middle of the store. I suddenly look out. Momi's having a seizure. The owl flies in and just destroys
Mommy, do you like
the place.
mid-seizure look at Ward and try to like signal to him to do something?
Yeah, I wink pretty quickly.
Mommy just like,
Anyways, so I'm like This is the perfect opportunity. This is just like I used to do it with my pals on the streets.
Do you say that out loud?
No, of course not. That's in my head. I'm thinking it. I'm
Okay.
thinking it like a normal person would do. So I sort of sneak up to one of the fallen mannequins and I grab the suit off.
Okay. You're gonna have double advantage because of the double distractions,
Nice.
and you're gonna roll against her perception.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
I'm gonna say her perception is like a 12.
Okay.
So you have 3 dice rolls to beat a 12, and you get all your bonuses. So
I'm a +2, so that's a 20. That's a nat 20.
that's a nat 20 on your first try.
That's a nat
Okay,
20.
let's go through your skills. Do you have dexterity?
I do.
Do you have thievery?
I do not. Actually.
You can add thievery.
Under dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you want to roll for another 20 maybe? You have 2 more advantage rolls.
Yeah, you should try.
Actually, can we have several 20s?
Yeah, if you get
And
two
it'll-
20s, then
it'll
you get
add,
double
like, more
proficiency.
proficiency?
Yeah, that's fine. It's worth it.
All right. Let me just
Roll
add
your other 2 die.
thievery. Plus
Okay, I'll
0.
come in and get Frosty.
Okay.
In the meantime.
So the woman.
Sorry. Wait a
That's
second.
okay, no worries.
Nope.
Nothing good. Okay, so the woman who's like trying to like beat the crap out of Frosty sees you come in, but she's enraged. So she's her priority is to get Frosty right now. She's gonna roll again. She rolled a 12. Okay, so Frosty and you need to roll animal handling to try to dodge, or unless you do something to block her.
Can I parry with my gauntlet and disarm her?
You can try.
All right, so it's
How does
roll.
that work?
It's roll dexterity against the attacker.
Okay.
So, do I have anything in dexterity? Yeah. Okay, so I have 1 dexterity and then +2 for gauntlet parry.
Okay.
So +2. 11 + 2. 13.
13. So you jump in right in front of her as her broomstick is about to make contact with Frosty and explode his owl ass. And your gauntlet just goes. And
I can disarm her.
And you can disarm her as well. It's part of your gauntlet's ability.
So I have a +5 in that.
Would you need to roll?
Oh, 20.
Okay, so do you have.
No, it's just it's dexterity again for disarming, but I get a +5 to that roll of disarming.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So 20 + 5.
So do you have dexterity?
I have dexterity. I have dodging, acrobatics, initiative,
No,
agility.
my question is, do you have dexterity?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I do,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have parry?
Yeah, twice.
Okay, then you can add disarm as a sub skill.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, because you rolled a 20. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you disarm the lady, and you have the broomstick in your hands now, and she's just confused.
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying. You were attacking me when I came in. I was just trying to rid you from this owl flying in your store. I saw it from outside.
So the mustaches on her lip stand on end as she looks angrily at you because you just got in the way of her helping her store not get destroyed.
I'm part of the animal SPCA of this town, so I cannot let you hurt this owl to get him out of your store, but I can get him out of the store for you.
She looks at you and she's like, "What does the SPCA stand for?"
Actually, I don't know. It's just some sort of animal protection group, and we've been hearing you guys have been having like a lot of raccoons and rats and whatnot in the stores and towns.
Okay,
and
she's gonna roll her charisma against yours, so go ahead.
+1.
Did you just
19
roll
+1,
I got an
20.
8. Perfect. So she got an 8 and you got a total of 20. So she's like, "Okay, just get this fucking owl out of here.
All right.
Get him out of my store."
All right, okay.
All right, so you
grab
get
Frosty
you're
and
like-
get out of the store.
you get Frosty out of the store. Are you still seizing on the?
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you
just
like make a whole scene after, like pretend that you like it affected you, or you just get up and walk away?
I get up and I go, "Oh, sorry, it happens once in a while."
You walk off into the distance.
Just walk off.
Oh, gosh. Damn.
Okay.
Level 19.
So Ward, you got the suit.
Amazing.
Alisar, you have Frosty, and
What a time to be
Mommy,
alive.
you have your seizure.
I got a suit, he got an owl, you got a seizure. We're all set.
We're all set. Let's leave this hellhole.
Okay, so you guys get to choose where you want to go next. What's the plan? It's like 7 p.m. now.
Oh, you need to get Frosty a bow tie.
I don't think we can get Frosty a bow tie in all this commotion we just caused. I'll make him a bow tie with like some piece of tissue that I'll get from the inn or something.
Okay.
Okay, you walk into the inn, and it's an hour before you're supposed to meet the dwarf man. So what's the plan?
Okay, I'll try to make a makeshift bow tie for Frosty.
Where do you get the material for that?
I'm gonna ask the lovely lady at the counter if she has.
Cyrilyn's like, oh, hello, how was your day today?
That was great. How was yours?
Fantastic, and she bats her eyelids at you.
This guy had a seizure. You should have seen it.
Listen, you must be selling some sort of ribbon or tissue.
Oh yeah, we have all sorts of ribbons that we sell our people here.
Okay.
I'm totally joking. We don't sell ribbons here.
Oh, okay. Do
Wow,
you
she
have
got me.
any on you, with you?
So she says, well, I guess like I have one for my hair, but like I'm not gonna give it to you.
What about if I pay for it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I knew we could come to an
And
agreement.
she's like, how much are you offering for my ribbon?
Can I see the ribbon?
So she reaches into her hair and she unties her ponytail, and there's this sort of like silk white ribbon with these white mosaics embedded into it, and it just kind of like shines in the light, and it's beautiful,
Oh.
and yeah, it's very, very pretty. Yeah,
Can I do a magic assessment of that?
you can totally do a magical perception of that.
Okay, I'll do that after I buy it.
Yeah.
I'll give you what about 20 for the ribbon?
25.
I'm gonna keep saying 20 if you want to haggle.
This negotiation's going very well. Let's roll. She's gonna get a +3,
Okay.
and she got a 12 + 3, 15. What did you get?
Two.
And you got a 2. It's 26.
All right, I'll get it for 26.
Okay.
Give me that ribbon.
All right, so minus 26
How much
Arayan.
has she robbed us of?
A lot of money.
You know, it starts to add up after a while. You can't.
All right.
Milking you guys.
Alright.
That's the most expensive ribbon I've ever seen.
Momi, what do you do inside the tavern?
I'm just
I
chilling,
have a
I'm
seizure.
just chilling
You
out.
grab a seat
He
somewhere?
has another
grab-
seizure.
I go and take a rest.
You go take a rest?
Yeah.
Do you, you can recover, but you don't have any damage yet, do you?
I don't need damage. I have nothing else to do though. So
He has to
That's fine,
recover
that's
from
fine.
that seizure.
And Ward?
So I'll kind of get ready to put my suit on and tie my tie that comes with the suit, put everything on,
Okay.
and get ready for tonight.
Okay, Ward, you put your expensive suit that you stole from the shop on, and did you gel your hair too now?
Yeah.
You're all gelled up?
I'm actually the best I've ever looked
In
since
your
the
life.
moment I was born.
You've stepped up.
I'm like a notch above what I've always
You clean
been.
up
like,
nice.
I'm almost unrecognizable to most people that know me.
Okay, and is there like a slow-mo scene where you like walk down the stairs and everyone looks at you?
Yeah.
And they all like they look at each other and smile.
I sort of brush my hair back with my fingers as I walk down the stairs, and I
in.
just glance at Silverin. I'm like, how you liking me now?
Oof.
Yeah, and Momi and Alisar, do you guys look at each other and like nod or something, in approval?
I'm just gonna like cross my arms and look envious.
Oh.
I'm gonna lick my lips ever so slightly.
Oh, how slightly?
Well, actually, he does that. He does that, but little do we know that's just a thing that lizards do.
Look at him trying to pretend that he's not attracted to
It's not even linked. He's just going.
Don't fight your nature, man.
Okay, so Alisar, you have the ribbon. What do you do with it?
I'll just tie it around Frosty's neck in like
Okay.
a bow tie fashion.
Okay, perfect. So Frosty has a really nice silver-ish ribbon with white mosaics inside of it, wrapped around his neck. And Ward is dressed in this beautiful black suit and this slick black hair, and Momi's just himself. But he doesn't need to be anything more.
Apparently
No,
my
exactly.
sexy self, according to our
Yeah,
dwarf.
yeah, definitely. He loved you.
You definitely have some cool appeal. You have a good cool factor.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, I feel like.
Okay, you guys, like slow-mo gang, open the door of the tavern, and you walk out. You know, like slow-mo scene. You're all walking, and Cyrillin the elf is like, "Wait for me!" And she comes, and she's dressed in like.
Oh, I'll give her my arm.
She kind of like runs past you,
Okay.
like she didn't even see it. And yeah, so her hair is kind of like flowing now. Like she's way attention gathering right now. And so she's got this white dress as well, and she just looks really good.
Okay, all right.
Does she have like a purse on her? Right now?
No, she has a medieval purse, I guess. No, not even. She just has herself, her person.
Like, where does she keep her money?
She doesn't need.
I can't
money.
tell you. Looking at her, it doesn't seem like
There's any-
she has somewhere she's keeping money right now.
I should want to steal.
So if there's
all
like
my-
if there's a cover fee, you're definitely paying for her.
Do the fast shield and
man.
the elves ever like get together?
Maybe. Only one way to find out, I guess. But Sheila is his like race, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
trying to get it on with
I don't know
another
if
species.
I don't know if it's biologically possible.
I don't know.
Some
That's a good question.
interspecies things going on right now.
That's a bonus episode.
Tune in next time, guys.
Tune in for the Valentine's
Donate
Day
to our
episode.
Patreon.
Patreon exclusive.
Patreon exclusive.
Perfect. So you guys see the dwarf Dalinar, who's kind of just hanging out there, and he's got a pipe as well. It seems like all the dwarves have pipes in this town.
I take out my pipe and I put it in my mouth as well.
With nothing lit up, he just has a pipe.
So he kind of looks at you, he's like, "Do you want to light or something?"
No, yeah, I was actually gonna ask you. It's funny you should say that because I was gonna ask you for some.
For light, oh yeah, here you go, man. And he grabs like a match, like a red match, and he goes, and he gives you the match. He's like, "You don't have anything inside."
Well, that's what I was asking. You have some extra that I can borrow.
You just want to freelance off of me right now? You want some free stuff to put in your pipe? Is that what you want?
Well, actually, I was hoping to give you some of this in exchange. So I take out the Bobopono plant that I have in my pocket.
What
I
is
have like this herb, hallucinogenic herb.
You have a hallucinogenic herb.
It's basically weed. So I'm like,
Why don't you put in your pipe then?
listen.
Do you- Yeah, why don't you put it in your pipe? Why are you trying to get me to smoke this thing?
Well, no, I just don't feel like getting high before going to the party.
By the way, kids, we are not encouraging to get high. This is stay in school, kids.
Stay in school. Stay in
Yeah.
school. School's cool.
So he doesn't seem like keen to take your bullet plant,
Whatever.
and he kind of
I
doesn't.
just put my pipe away. I'm like, forget it.
Well, that was a wasted opportunity.
So he just kind of like gives you like a weird side eye, and he looks back at Momi. He's like, "Are you ready to go?
Oh, let's do this, buddy.
Do your friends have to come, or
They have to come.
Okay, well, anyway.
And they got all dressed up for you.
Look, I dig the bow tie. I dig the bow tie. He looks at Frosty. And he's still talking
looking
to
at
Frosty.
Frosty, yeah.
He's still talking to your owl. He's not talking to you. He still smells like really bad and like he's drunk. He's like, "All right, let's go." And he rubs his hands together. And he's like, "Come, Slytherin." And she runs up and she like puts her arm around his. And yeah, you guys walk off into the street past the town of Coniston. It's nighttime now. There's like torch lit lamp, like street lamps, I guess, and everyone's kind of like looking at you guys like you're big shots. You know, you guys are a big deal. You're turning a lot of eyes.
Well, no crap. I'm a big deal. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest deal in town right
You're
now.
So humble.
You're kind of walking. You're kind of walking at the back of the caravan of people, and you got your slick black hair, which I guess is turning a few eyes.
It's turning people on.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No. You guys walk up to the mansion at the north of the town. Remember, there's this big road, and there's another road forking off in the middle of that. And you're walking towards the mountain, where you pass a mining operation. There's all sorts of different like mining industrial buildings in this area. It looks like there's a smeltery. It looks like there's like a processing building, and then there's the mine itself, which has its own opening and lots of carts, and people are actually working right now. All right, so the whole mine is like still active right now, and everyone is working. It looks like people are working maybe around the clock. Who knows? But there is this really large mansion a bit to the northeast of this area, and yeah, so I forgot his name. Dranor the dwarf leads you guys to this mansion. In front of this mansion, there's a lineup, and it looks like everybody, like there's a bunch of fancy folk here, and everyone just looks really rich. It looks like all the rich people in town are here. Okay, and there's a doorman, and the doorman has a big bag, a large bag. Think of like a Santa Claus bag. Okay, and he seems to be taking things out of this bag and giving them to the guests one by one before they enter into the mansion.
Can I try and see what it is that he's giving?
You can roll for perception, everybody.
I shall roll for perception.
20.
So you guys can add intelligence if you have intelligence.
I rolled a 22, sorry.
A nat 20 as well?
No, a 19 plus 3.
Where do I add this?
So you have intelligence?
Yes.
You can add intelligence if you don't have that.
No, I don't.
You can add perception if you don't have that. And you can add visual perception. You
But
can
I'm
add...
not the one who rolled the 20.
No, I'm talking
only
to
Alistair,
Alistair.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
And I guess you can say perception in social situations, maybe. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, so you guys are... So, Alistair, you rolled the highest? No, you rolled the highest, actually.
22, yeah.
Yeah, so Ward, you had a 22, and Alisar, you both notice, you see him pull out a mask of a pig and give it to the next guest.
Cool.
And then he gives, to the whole group, he gives them like a pig mask, like the 3 people. And then they pass, and then the next group, he gives them like a donkey mask. And each of them have a donkey mask, and they go in. And then the next group he gives a horse mask, and then they go in. And then
I
it's
sure
you,
hope we don't get some shitty animal.
and then it's you guys, and they're like, "What animal do you guys want?"
Elephant.
All right, elephant
Wow,
it is.
that's like
Elephant it
instant.
is. All right, that was instantaneous.
And he reaches into his bag of masks, and he gives you each an elephant mask.
Can I have another one for Frosty?
He goes in, he has like a mini one. It looks like it's made for kids, but you could put it on Frosty.
Cool.
Each of your masks have like these big ears coming out of the side and like a large trunk, but the trunk is mobile. So if you like move your head around, the trunk will like vault around in every
Oh, that's
direction as
kinda
well.
Nice.
Yeah. And then he's like, okay, next, and then he gives frog masks to the next people, and you guys come into the mansion. The mansion, there's an antechamber, which is like a large reception room, and there's a large staircase going up to a second floor balcony, and the balcony has an opening on either side. Behind the staircase, there seems to be like a sort of kitchen area where butlers are coming out of the kitchen with different types of foods. And on the right, you hear music, and it looks like there's a ballroom on the right, where all the guests are kind of being funneled into.
Is it smooth jazz?
No, it's more like medieval
Smooth
ball
jazz.
music. Yeah, there's a barbershop quartet in there.
Let's get that thing do it.
What's his name again? Dranor and Cyrillin seem really excited to go dancing, and they're like, they got their elephant masks on, and they're like, "Yo, elephants are such a great choice. Mommy, you're the best. You just always know the right thing to do. I love this guy. And he puts his hand around Mommy. And he goes to like random people. He goes to like a group of like people with like donkey masks. And he's like, this guy's the best. And he points at you. And they don't see your face. They just see a guy with an elephant mask. But Janra's drunk, so he does these things.
So he does these things.
Yeah.
Who are we looking for again?
The
TriStar?
big TriStar, yes. I don't know his name either.
I forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and do a
Tykester?
blending in roll.
So
something.
who are you hoping to blend in with?
Just to blend in more with the kind of like go unnoticed.
Tell me specifically what you're doing to go unnoticed. Give me an action that you're doing.
I'm just like mingling with everyone.
So you're talking to people?
Yeah, just like.
Who are you talking
Oh hey, like how are you?
So there's
How
a
was
group,
your night?
there's a group of people wearing pig masks next to you. You want to talk to the pig people?
Yeah, I'll talk to the pig
Pig
people.
people.
I'll talk to the pigs.
Okay, so you walk up with your elephant masks, and there's 3 pig people, and they're kind of like talking to each other, but they're talking in a very low voice, and they're just like, yeah, they seem to be talking about something, and you come and you interrupt them, and they look at you, and you're gonna roll me charisma right now.
All right, let's go. 11.
11.
Plus 1.
They rolled a 16. Yeah, so they just kind of look at you, and they're like quiet. They're not making any conversation with you.
Who invited you guys over here?
You just go.
We're invited by Master Kiso to his mansion.
Wow.
Kiso.
Ty Kiso.
Hi,
How-
Kiso.
How do you know this Master Kiso?
Hi, Kiso.
Do
Well,
you guys work with him?
yeah,
suppose,
I
yeah.
suppose we're coworkers in some
Oh.
sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're
I'm in
associates.
town for a new opportunity to be an associate with him.
And right now, as you're talking, like your elephant trunk is like bobbing up and down. Your ears are kind of flapping around.
totally helping with my charisma roll. So you guys
Dumbo. He's an associate.
also in the stones business, right? That's why I come to the.
I guess we're more like procurers.
Oh.
Yes, we're associates. We help Master Kiso move his stones to other places.
Oh, okay. I could link you guys with a man I know in the capital. Yeah. If you guys are trying to.
Who might that be?
I don't remember his name. Let me think for a second.
Well, that's not very helpful if you can't remember his name now. And
Yikes.
they all start laughing.
He's the head of the circus, Mr. Marcus, I believe, or something of some sort.
The Goity Circus?
Yes. He actually.
Oh, and they all look at each
Yeah.
other in approval. Like,
Yeah. I was helping
We
him.
love that circus. It's such a great act.
It's such a
Wait,
great act.
I love the flame dancers.
Yes, of course. Yes. I actually.
I'm so confused.
I'm a good friend of his.
How did this happen? I feel like I'm having a seizure.
He just got hold of like a new.
Maybe you're smoking bubble club.
Yeah, I don't even know.
He got hold of this new carding business, right? And
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
And
no way.
yeah.
Wait, but how did you know to mention the head of the circus?
So
Past adventures.
so Momi, what do you do in the meantime? What do you want to do in this room?
Good question. I want to find Kiso. That's my main goal.
He's going
So
straight
you
for
guys
the
are
head.
still in the antechamber. You haven't entered the ballroom yet.
So my main connection is Drainar.
Yeah. So Drainar is already gone. He's in the ballroom right now.
He's dancing away.
He's dancing with Cyrilyn, who seems happily dancing with him right now. Yeah. So she's dancing with him, and she's very beautiful. And a lot of people, actually, people only see her hair. They don't see her face. She's wearing the elephant mask too right now. So they're just 2 elephants dancing. One short elephant and one tall elephant.
Can I wait until they're done dancing?
Everyone's dancing. There's a lot of people dancing. So you walk into the ballroom now?
I walk into the ballroom.
I'll describe it. So in the ballroom, towards the east wall is a large platform with a medieval band. There's a cello player, a violinist, and there's like a lute player, and they're playing like a very like a sort of waltz.
Okay, so
Waltz.
I find a girl who's standing at alone and seems to want to dance, and I start dancing with her.
So you do see someone wearing a flamingo mask standing alone, but you're not sure if it's a woman or a man.
I go up to
Okay.
her and say, I
Or
go up
him.
to whatever.
To it.
You walk up to it.
I go up to it and I say,
To them, to them.
To them, I say, I would like to lead the waltz. Do you know how to follow?
Yeah. Okay. Roll me charisma.
Wow. I don't know, lizard guys
Could dance.
could waltz.
A 5.
Yeah. So that won't
Finally, he rolls low.
do it. That won't do it. So she looks at you and she kind of like doesn't say anything.
Okay,
Or
go-
he.
I look. I walk across the room to find another way.
He's just gonna go, alright.
And immediately
This is
loses
something
interest.
I actually do when I go dancing.
Okay, well that's
Oh,
cool. Alright.
that's great.
That's great.
You know, you should never ask the person right beside.
Okay.
So you just keep looking for someone else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you start zigzagging across the room right now, like one end of the room to the other, to make sure that it's not next to the first person getting
Exactly.
asked.
How about
Okay.
you? How about you?
I can have you roll in general. Give me a general charisma roll now. Here.
General charisma to
If you have
find
any
someone to dance with. 5.
Again, wow.
Fine.
5 again.
Okay, so yeah,
Really, no
no one
wants
seems
to
to want to
dance.
dance with you, but you do see other masks. Like you see the rhinoceros mask. You see there's like a sort of a pigeon mask. That's the ugliest one. No one likes that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you see all kinds of other animals, like a chicken mask. You see like a lizard mask. All kinds of masks. You feel a little bit personally insulted by the lizard mask. Maybe. That's up to
If I
you.
take off my mask, it looks like I'm wearing a mask.
Oh,
No?
not really.
Oh.
No, it looks still like you're clearly a lizard person.
You're clearly a lizard.
Okay, so what did I want to tell you? Okay, yeah. So Ward, it's your turn. What do you do?
So I'm going to try and look around to see if there's anyone not wearing a mask.
There are people not wearing masks. They look like staff.
Okay.
So there's people that are dressed in like a uniform white tunic, and they're carrying platters, and they seem to
So
be
the
like
staff don't wear masks.
the staff don't wear masks. No, not at all.
And they all have white tunics.
They all have white tunics. Yeah, yeah. There's women, there's men. They're all wearing like red
So I
bow
can't
ties.
pretend to be part of the staff unless I get a white tunic somehow.
But
Okay.
you have a black long suit coat.
Yeah, right now.
Okay, so I go up to the staff. Because what are they doing? Are they serving like canapes or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Go up
I
to the
suppose. So in the ballroom, there's there seems to be like some staff that are they have their hands behind their back and they're just watching people dancing right now.
Okay.
Maybe they look kind of like security, but they're not like beefy looking. They're not like intimidating. So you can just go up to them.
I go up to them and I said, "Hey, I'm new in town, and I keep hearing about this amazing guy called Kiso, who apparently went from rags to riches. I would love to meet such a person because I love that kind of personality. Could you give me some information about how he looks like, so I know who to approach?"
So you're gonna have to give me a general charisma roll.
19.
19. Okay. So he looks at you and he's like, he smiles and he says, well, do you know that you're in his home right now?
Well, I gather that much, right? But I want to know about where he is, or how can I meet him, or at least what he looks like.
Oh, he'll be here.
Oh, he's not here yet.
He'll be here.
Okay.
Why don't you go and enjoy your dance?
Before I go, I mean, he's such a great guy, and I really like to make a good first impression. Do you know anything about his interests, or
Like what? Like if he likes chocolate cake or something?
if he plays sports?
He's a huge soccer fan.
Is
No. I mean, I guess he likes parties. He likes to throw parties. He likes to meet
This guy's basically
people.
Gatsby.
Okay.
You know, so but I'm not very close to him, to be
Okay.
honest. I just work for the man. Yeah.
Got it. And when he comes, I'll know who he is, right?
Oh, you'll know. You'll
Okay.
know. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for the tips, man. Have yourself a nice evening.
Yeah, so he kind of just nods and looks back at the ballroom. The music changes, and now it's more like just like lounge music as people stop dancing and they're more like talking to each other now. So everyone's mingling. The different groups of animal masks are now mingling with each other. Alistar, what are you doing right now? You're
I
still
was
talking
still
to the
talking
pigs?
to the pig people.
Yeah, the pig people were laughing at your joke, I think. You made a joke? What did you say? Oh, no, they were approving the fact that you were talking about the circus person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep talking to them, and I'm gonna ask them about more information about
What do you ask?
so how do you guys like? This is my first time in town, right? And I would like to have like a private meeting with Master Kiso. Is that his name? Kiso
Okay, so roll me charisma.
+1. 15.
You got a
So
15.
14 +1.
They look at each other, they look at you, they say, well, I think we would all like to have a private meeting with Master Kiso, but that's not exactly
Really,
how things work around here.
All right, how does it work around here?
Well, he's kind of an exclusive person.
Okay. I mean, I have some exclusive deals for him, right? So, would that make me an exclusive person as well?
They look at each other and then they look back at you, like, what kind of deals?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of stones that I've been dealing with.
Like, what kind of stone?
I mean, whatever you want, I'll get it for you.
Anything?
Magic stones. I mean,
We've never exactly heard of you. What's your name?
it's because my scene name is Alisar, but I don't actually go by Alisar because one has to protect oneself for personal
So you can
reasons.
roll for deception now. Go ahead.
Ooh, I have a +4 in that.
Let's see.
Nice.
6.
Oh,
6.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. But it's not good
That's
either.
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
So they look at you and they say, they look back at each other. They're like, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go talk to the llamas over there, and they kind of turn and they walk off.
Cool.
The three pigs
Alright.
walk off, and you're a lonely elephant right now. Ward.
so I want to find the most well-dressed group of animals at this party right now. Can I roll for like perception or something?
So yeah, you can roll for social perception if you have that, or just
Just
perception in
perception.
general. Yeah.
I'll do a perception roll. +3. 21. So 18 + 3. 21.
18 plus 2, 21. Okay, so you walk around and you spot like a group of crocodiles in the corner, and there's 2 of them, and they are wearing like way better dresses, and well, one is wearing a dress and one is wearing a suit, and the suit that he's wearing is like clearly better tailored than yours is. Very, very, very expensive looking. So do you want to walk up to the crocs?
Oh man.
Hey, you asked for it. You
This
asked
is
for it,
tough.
my friend.
But I feel like this is our in. Okay. So I walk up to the crocodiles, and I say, well, hello, crocodiles. Nice to meet you guys. Fancy a drink?
Okay, roll me charisma.
You're like, wait a second, that's better than the other attempts you had. 12.
Okay. They look at you and then they look back at each other and they continue their conversation as if you didn't say anything.
Rocks.
Wow.
There's a
real
group
pieces
of
crap, aren't they?
crickets next door that the group next door that kind of like start rubbing their hands together.
You know, we should go for the most ghetto people. Then we won't get rejected.
But
I'm
you
not
don't
sure
know
we want to.
anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to hang out with these people either. But
Momi, what do you do?
Elitist. I just want to find a dance partner.
You can roll again. Try again. Yeah.
Poor guy just
but
wants to
no one's
dance.
dancing anymore though. There's no music.
There's no dancing. That's the conversation.
no dancing?
Yeah, it's a good point.
He wants to dance to the lounge music.
Okay, so, right. Who am I looking for? Who are we looking for? I just want to find any group of people. Okay, so I want the group of people who seem to be the most open to interacting with others. So they're not whispering with each other, and they seem open to interact with other animals.
Okay, you can roll for it with advantage here, and yeah. So give me a general roll.
13.
Advantage. You can roll again.
I can roll
You
again.
can roll again, and you would take the best one.
9.
So
Nine.
13.
So 13. Okay, yeah. So you walk up to a group of ants.
Okay.
There's like 7 of them. Okay.
Okay.
And they all have these ant masks on, and they're all kind of short. They're like, they're like, how tall are you? Maybe like 7 feet tall in the
Sounds
game.
about right, yeah.
They're like 4,
Okay.
all of them.
Hmm.
Okay. And they're like, "Hey,
Jeez.
are you an elephant?" And one of them jumps and grabs your trunk and pulls on it a little bit.
And I start laughing because I find it hilarious.
Yeah, so they all start laughing around you, and they're like, "Hey, were you trying to dance with that flamingo over there earlier?"
I was, and I got turned down. Did you feel bad for me?
Ah, that's okay. I tried too. She turned me down too. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
She's
let's
a real
go.
piece of work.
How's the weather down there?
They all laugh like, "Ah, you're funny." Do you want a canapé? Like a waiter walks by and they grab one. They have to jump to grab a canapé out of the platter.
Wow, they're kind of limber.
But they offer you some canapés.
Nice.
Yeah. So who invited you here?
Dwarren? Dranar. Dranar the dwarf.
I don't know that guy. You see the other elephant over there? And he points to the couple, the elephant Dranar.
Yeah, that's the guy, the dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He smells really bad.
Oh, I know.
We all can smell him.
What brings you here?
Oh, we know someone who knows someone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guys having a good
You
time?
have no idea how much work it was to get in here.
Oh, you guys tried hard,
Oh,
eh?
yeah, totally.
You guys have a specific purpose in coming here? You just want to have a good time?
Well, it's important. It's important to meet the right people.
All right.
Are you the right people?
I am the right person. It is destiny that we met.
Alisar, what are you doing in the meantime?
Well, I'm standing there, and I guess I'll just go get myself a drink and like a canapé and just play with Frosty.
Okay, so you walk up to the bar and
You should put on like a show with Frosty.
Ugh, not again.
My son!
My son!
Where's my
son?
He starts having a seizure. Everybody loses their mind.
Okay, and so you go get a drink. Ward, what do you do?
Well, I'm still in front of these crocodile people.
He's been standing just like that in front of
The
them.
crickets are kind of laughing at you right now.
And I'm like, these guys, seriously, real piece of work. No, I walk away and I go to the bar as well. I sit on the bar.
You sit on the bar?
Yeah.
You sit on the bar?
I sit on the bar. No, I sit at the bar.
Okay.
Whisper
So
seductively.
you sit
into the
next to
bar.
Alisar. Do you say anything?
The Alisar?
Yeah.
No, I'm just disappointed.
You guys just sit there disappointed next to each other.
Yeah, we're waiting for the big guy to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, and then back to you. So anyway, are you the right people?
I'm totally the right person. By the way, have you ever met this Thai Kiso guy?
Oh yeah. He's the organizer of the party. I've
Yeah.
never met him, but I'm hoping to. I
Okay.
heard he's really handsome.
Okay. I heard he's really handsome. What does he look like, by the way?
Oh, he's got this beard. And the ant person kind of like runs their hands over their chin. It's this really fancy looking beard, and he's got this big booming voice. Very charismatic man.
Is he a dwarf or is he tall?
No, he's tall,
Okay.
but not as tall as you.
Just looks
So then the music stops, and everybody kind of like expectantly looks at this balcony, looking over the entire party. And you guys probably look expectantly as well to this balcony. And then we take a break. So we're going to take a break in real life, everybody.
I need to get going, actually.
That's
Get a
fine, no
haircut.
problem. And we're going to reconvene at 3:30 p.m. real life time.
Thanks for
Oh,
tuning in,
man.
everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
time.
Okay, we're live. We're live. So, we're going to level everybody up. So right now we have Elias and Anthony because Jacques has to go. You guys are both going to level up. I didn't level you guys up at the beginning of the game, so you can level up twice.
Nice.
So increase your level by 2 points and give yourself 2 new skill points.
Let's freaking do it. Yes.
Just tell me what you're going to choose.
Adding 1 in charisma.
Come closer so they can hear you. Because they can't hear you across the room.
Man, you know what? I'm actually just gonna add 2 in charisma.
So you can't stack them in the same thing. You have to add them.
But I only have charisma as my charisma tree,
Okay.
so I could theoretically.
No, you have to put 1 in charisma and then you have to do the others.
Okay, I see.
Until
larger
everything
ones?
is saturated in 1, then you can go to 2.
I
basically.
see. I see.
The dexterity is just split into thievery. Okay.
And the next one I'm gonna add to.
Put a 1 in charisma. Do that.
I'll edit that out.
Huh?
Blending in.
And I'll put 1 into.
Oh wait, I should probably.
Maybe you can overlap music as we, like on top of the stream, after, like edit in music.
You should do like a best bits of.
Yeah, that would be fun. I feel.
You can do that in the comments section. You can put times.
Like seizure at
Yeah.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Exactly. Okay, let's start.
Let's go. Welcome back, people.
Okay, let's have a glass of water. Sorry.
No problem.
Episode 2, or 1, or
5.
1.5. Lion King 1.5.
Episode 2.8.
And we're back from break.
After
After this pepper popcorn. I'm gonna be coughing the whole game now.
Yeah, about the pepper popcorn.
Why does everybody sound like that dwarf now? Oh man, I can't remember mechanics. Whatever. Alright.
Alright, we leveled
Alright,
up. We're at
ladies
the
and
party.
gentlemen.
Yeah,
We
let's
have leveled
go.
up. We're ready
Let's
to go.
beep
Rock,
shit up
roll.
now.
So everybody leveled up twice because I didn't level you guys up at the beginning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I am now level. Wait, 1, 2.
Tell me what you put a point into.
1 point in charisma and 1 point in blending in.
You had a 0 in charisma before,
Yes.
so now you have a +1 in charisma.
So now I have a +1 in charisma
And a +1 in blending in.
and a +1 in blending in, which is under intelligence.
Perfect.
What level are you?
15.
Blending in should go under. We can go under intelligence.
Yeah, we decided to put it under tactician.
That's yeah, perfect. No
I
problem.
put a point in charisma and a point in intelligence.
Perfect. So you guys are in the ballroom now, and you guys see the music stops. And sorry, I have to sneeze. No, I don't have to sneeze anymore. Okay. It's the pepper.
Oh god, he sabotaged us all.
The popcorn, the pepper popcorn. Okay, so yeah, so the doors of the balcony open,
Okay.
and out comes this man. He has a very colorful clothing attire, blue and red colored, with a
Wow.
blue cape, and he is not wearing a mask. He just has 2 big bunny ears on his head. He has a mustache and a goatee as well, and he has long shoulder-length hair. There it is.
Bless you.
Okay.
Can I do a visual perception to see if he's human?
He's definitely human.
He's definitely human.
You
Okay.
don't have to roll for that. That's fine. I'm just gonna add his picture to the description. And this is Kiso.
We know it's him.
Yeah, you can infer it's him. That's fine. I'm just gonna write that in the description. That's fine. Okay, so he's like, friends, associates, guests of mine, welcome to our animal evening tonight, and everybody claps in approval of anything he says. And he's like, I am so eternally grateful that you all decided to come and spend the evening with me and my wonderful musicians. Give them a hand, everybody. They're doing a fantastic job. I think we can all say that it's been a very, very good year on the business side of things, and I thought it would be good for all of us to come and spend some time together without being necessarily dragged down by appearances, should I say. As such, I would like to, and all of a sudden, you hear a banging sound coming from the entrance of the mansion. It's like a crashing sound, and the sound echoes from the antechamber into the ballroom, and all the guests kind of look confused. So does Kiso. He also looks at the entrance of the room, confused. People are whispering amongst each other, like, not sure what the hell is going on. And you hear screams coming from the antechamber room, and the ballroom door bursts open. And in through the ballroom door steps in a figure with two horns coming out of the figure's head. And the figure has this red skin and is wearing a cowl over their mouth. They have a leather armor, two daggers, and a long black cape. And the whole room is silent. You have a question?
I don't have a question. I wanted to know if the whole room was silent or not.
Yes, it's silent. Associated to this figure on either side of this figure is 6 burly-looking men who are also cowled, and the figure looks around, and it's perfectly silent, and puts out both of their hands, and snaps their fingers, and the lights all go out in the room.
Can I yell?
Why?
I want to yell. It's the beast!
So not only are you yelling, but everyone is yelling in this room. It's complete chaos.
It's too late. You had your chance.
Yeah, I had my chance.
Everyone give me a strength check.
All right. Do I have a +1 in strength? I don't believe I do.
15. 15 for Ward.
You can add your strength modifier if you have one.
None.
I got 8, and I have none.
Yeah, you guys get trampled. I rolled a 20. You guys fall on the ground. Your masks fall off your heads. Everyone is screaming and running around, and it's completely dark. And someone steps on your face, Ward. You're gonna take a level 9 facial injury. Right? What did you roll?
15.
You're gonna take a level 5 facial injury. And what did you roll?
8.
8. You're gonna take a level 12 rib fracture. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So add that to your character sheet. Okay. All of a sudden, you hear like slicing sounds and screaming sounds. It sounds like someone is getting killed, or many people are getting killed around you.
Okay.
You hear the drawing of swords, and
I'm gonna use my elf vision to kind of just quickly adjust to the dark light.
okay, you can roll for perception right now.
I don't want to just use the
20.
It's 20,
Wow.
nat 20.
Guess who else rolled a nat 20, my friend? I did.
Yeah, but I have dark vision.
So what does it do?
So, my eyes quickly adjust to the dark. They dilate.
I'll give you advantage.
almost fully.
I'll give you advantage, but you already rolled a 20, and I also rolled a 20. So.
But it's technically a 23.
Oh, it's a 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 22. So you'll win this. Yeah, you see the people who came in are killing people. They've drawn the swords out of their sheaths, and they're driving their swords into the bodies of different people.
We're
Right.
not in combat right now yet. No.
Well, you guys can be if you choose to engage. I'm just saying what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the lights turn back on, and you see in the center of the room is the original figure, cloaked, wearing the same outfit with a bit of blood on her outfit or his outfit. And the figure looks up at the balcony, and you see Kiso just kind of like holding the ramp of the balcony, like in horror, like he doesn't know what to say or do. And the figure looks up at Kiso and says, "Master Kiso, what a pleasure to have been invited to your wonderful party here tonight. I would like everybody here," and and they look around the room, and you see bodies just like around the entrance where all of this person's thugs seem to have killed people just like for no reason.
Is there a chandelier on top of that person?
No, there's more like the lights were on all around the room. There were
okay.
candles all around the room, and now they're lit again somehow.
Okay.
And so you see all these bodies sprawled out on the ground around the thugs, and the figure looks up at Lord Kiso and says, "Now, I would like for you to be my honorary guest at my party." And the doors behind Kiso burst open as two thugs grab him and pull him into the room behind him. Everybody else, you're also guests at my party, except my party is right here. And the thugs draw their swords and they just keep killing people.
All right, I'm gonna freeze the floor under me, and in like a radius, I'm gonna basically do like a frost terrain type of thing.
How far around you do you want to do it?
How big is this ballroom?
I would say it's approximately 30 feet wide.
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Do you want to do the entire ballroom you want to freeze?
30 feet wide.
That's really hard.
Yeah, okay, I'll do like at least my surroundings. At least my close surroundings. Like let's say like a radius of like 10 meters.
So give me a general roll
All
for
right.
frost magic. Go ahead.
Let's see. Frost magic. This is frost conjuring or enchanting.
Conjuring.
Conjuring. All right. So +5. That's 6 + 5. 11.
11. So with an 11, you cast a sheath of ice that covers just maybe like 5 meters around you.
That's cool.
And yeah, so you managed to conjure this piece of ice. We're gonna roll initiative. Everybody.
17 plus. Where's dexterity? +1, so 18.
Okay.
That's a 9 for me.
Okay, I rolled. Okay, I'm gonna roll for different people now. So what did you roll, Alisar?
18.
18. Okay. What did you roll?
9.
9. I rolled a 15 and a 4. So who rolled? I think Alisar rolled the most, and I rolled second most. So we're gonna go Alisar, and then me, and then it's gonna be you. Okay.
Okay.
Alisar, you get to start.
All right. Can I do a quick visual perception of what's going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I roll? Yeah.
Yep.
15.
15. Yeah, you're in the center of the ballroom right now. Your elephant mask is off. Around you, different people are trying to run out of the room, but they're being intercepted by thugs who are stabbing them with their scimitars. and there's just like women and men just running around
Is there
in
any?
expensive robes. They don't have weapons on them, and they're just getting completely murdered.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone close to me? One of the thugs?
Yeah, there's two thugs to your left, and in the center of the room you see the figure kind of walking towards where the balcony area was, where
Okay.
Taikiso was. Yeah.
I'm gonna attack one of these two thugs. I'm gonna use. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna draw their attentions to me, and I'm gonna use the spell Armor of Agathi. I'm gonna try to.
What does that do? So people
Um,
can know.
So, manifests a spectral force, frost force engulfing the player and its gear for 60 minutes. Player gains advantage on all defensive rolls. If targets make physical contact with the player, targets take cold damage.
Okay, so how do you conjure that?
It's a spell. The spell check is 14, and it's conjure
So go ahead.
frost.
It's a 14 levels.
Yeah.
Level 14 spell. So go ahead.
Right, so I have +6. Hopefully, I can do this. 7 + 6 is
13.
Ah.
So yeah, so Alisar,
Just
Alisar's
barely.
hands like light up in frost magic as he tries to cast something on himself, but he fails at the spell and he's not able to cast it. Yeah, a thug is gonna take this opportunity to attack you. They're going to attack you with a sword, and they have multi-attack, so they can attack twice. They can make 2
Alright.
melee attack hits. Okay, what's your counterattack?
The first one I'm
What's your
gonna
defensive maneuver?
defend with my gauntlets, so block and disarm. And for the second attack, I'm gonna let my robes of frost.
Let's just
take
do the
hit.
first attack and then we'll see.
Okay,
So we'll
cool.
start with the first attack.
All right. So I have to roll dexterity to parry.
Go ahead.
So +1, 3,
So would you roll a 3?
3.
Yeah, he rolled a critical 1. So
Nice.
what
Finally.
were you trying to do? Your gauntlets? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
bring up your gauntlet in preparation, but he just runs straight into your gauntlet head first, and he gets knocked out and falls on the ground unconscious.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Win.
It's my turn. Mance is gonna walk all the way to the ballroom, north. Yeah, the north side of the ballroom where the balcony was, and from a door on the ground level comes out Tai Kiso with 2 thugs holding him on either side, and Mance is gonna grab Tai Kiso's hair and start laughing maniacally as they're dragging Tai Kiso on the ground.
You're fat.
Yeah, this is where I come in. So I draw my dual-wielded crossbows. I load each one with goblin arrows that are strong against humans, and I'm gonna try and shoot at the 2 thugs that are taking hold of Kiso.
So why are they strong against humans? They give you a +1 against.
+1 against humans.
Perfect. Okay. So there's 2 thugs on either side of Tai Kiso, and there's a man's holding Tai Kiso pulling Tai Kiso by the hair. So who are you gonna attack?
I am attacking the 2 thugs.
The 2
Either
thugs.
side.
Okay.
So I'll attack one of them first and see what happens, and then I'll take my second shot if I land my first one,
Okay.
because I only get to shoot again if I
Go
make
ahead. Try your
the
first one.
shot. So, okay. So for crossbow attacks, I have +1 against humans, -1 for my initial attack, so that's a 0. But total for marksmanship, I've got +6 and +2 for crossbow and headshot, so +8 total.
Okay. I
So
need +6. That's a lot. Right.
because there's Elfis in my other category that adds on to.
No, so you only choose one category at a time. Choose your best one.
But Elfi says can be used for marksmanship as well.
So you
isn't
can
it?
use it, or you can use the other one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So +6 total. +6 total. Yeah. From marksmanship, crossbow proficiency, headshot, dexterity.
Perfect. Okay, good. That's 4 plus the 2 from your crossbow.
Yeah. 4 plus crossbow and headshot.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, yeah. So I need to roll. What's my target? I just need to beat them, or
I have a number, but I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay.
But I have a number. Yeah.
okay. 21
Cool.
total.
Yeah, so that beats the thug's passive perception, and that beats the thug's armor class. So you're gonna deal 3 damage to the thug, bringing the thug down in HP. And yeah, so you're gonna shoot an arrow straight into the thug's arm, the one on the left at Tai Kiso, and he just looks down at the arrow and looks up at you, and like swipes at the arrow to break it, and he's gonna pull out his heavy crossbow.
I immediately take my second shot at his head.
That's fine, you can do that. Go ahead.
So my second shot has advantage and +1, so a total of +7 now. And advantage. Thankfully, there's advantage on that. Well, so that's a 10.
That you rolled a
Total.
10. He rolled a 13 in dexterity, so he's gonna duck, and the arrow is gonna go hit the back of the wall, and now he's gonna do a heavy crossbow counterattack on you. Okay.
Okay.
So here I go, and I rolled a 14 total.
Okay, I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way of it. So I'm rolling +3. 19 + 3, 22.
Okay, and you acrobatic your way out. Is that acrobatic
Yeah.
you use? Yeah, you acrobatic your way out of that, and the crossbow bolt flies past you and hits Flamingo Girl in the stomach as
That's what she deserves.
as she collapses down into the ground.
For denying my partner a dance.
And here we go. Okay, so it's still my turn, I believe. Yeah. So they're advancing, and they're gonna be like halfway out of the room now. And did you have your turn already, or no?
Yeah.
That
You
was
already
my
did.
turn.
And okay, your turn now.
Okay, where are they? Where am I?
Alistar, you're right here.
Okay. There's one on the floor, right?
There's one that
Next to me.
There's
that
2 of them on your left.
Okay.
One that you
gauntlet.
knocked
So
out.
he's on the floor.
Yeah, you knocked him out.
Okay. I'm gonna try and conjure a sheet of ice like this, kind of like to stop them.
Do you want to like? Is it obvious that it's cast and that they can walk over it easily,
I'm gonna try to conceal it.
or you want to like cast it below their feet as they're walking by that area?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna roll. You roll for magic. Roll for your spell.
So that's frost. Okay. +6. 5 + 6.
What'd you get?
11.
11. That won't do it. And so
I've been
We're
rolling
rolling
so
so
low.
bad.
It's
So you
ridiculous.
do cast
rolled a 3 on the dash.
you cast like a little puddle of ice below the feet of the main attacker, of the woman with the cowl. It's a woman, okay? You can hear her voice. And she just like easily walks past it and laughs at you. And she's gonna do a counterattack. She's gonna throw a dagger at you. And she got 22. What's your counterattack?
I'm
You
gonna
should just
Or
sit
your
down
defensive
and
maneuver.
cry.
I'm gonna dash and try to counter her dagger with my sword.
You're gonna try to like parry it
Yeah,
mid-air.
try.
So give me a roll for that.
So I have swordplay +1,
This is it. This is a good roll. Come on. There it is.
16 + 1, 17.
There it is.
Okay, 17. So you managed to like hit the blade that's coming at you, but it still embeds. It still cuts your left arm. So she rolled a 22. You rolled a 17. So you're gonna take 5 slashing wound to the 5 damage of 5 slashing damage to the left arm.
So that's level 5.
Slashing damage. Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, my turn. Yeah, Mance continues to drag. So the woman continues to drag Tai Kiso, and she's now pulling him into the antechamber room. And there's just no one stopping this person. Like there's no guards in here. There's no one had armor. No one had weapons. And the thugs are still like killing people as they're passing by them, just like sending like gushes of blood going in every direction. Your turn, Ward.
Okay. So
They're not attacking you guys. Their priority is to get Tychus out of this place.
yeah, I'm gonna try and stop her. The thugs are more focused on the people.
There's one thug next to Alisar, and there's 2 thugs, one on either side of Tychiso, and there's the cowl lady.
And who's actually carrying? So it's the woman that's carrying him.
No, she's pulling
Pulling
him.
him.
She's pulling him by the hair, and the thugs on either side are carrying him.
Okay, I want to try and kill the one thug I hit earlier on the side of Kiso.
So how do you do that?
Again, I'm gonna take aim at his head and try and just shoot his head clean.
So you're counting your arrows, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So go ahead. Take your first shot.
So I have 6 goblin arrows left. So I take my first shot with a.
You're gonna have
plus 6.
advantage because he's back to you now.
Yeah.
So roll twice. Take the last one.
9, 10 plus 6, 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, you have to beat his passive perception or his armor. 16. Yeah. His armor is like stronger than that, and your thing embeds itself straight into his armor, and doesn't even damage him. He seems unfazed. It like bounces off, and your arrow breaks on his armor because it's so strong. And they make it out of the room.
Unfortunate.
Your turn.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna draw.
You
I have
have
my
a thug on you right now.
my sword is drawn, so I'm gonna conjure frost and enchant my sword. I'm gonna try to kill the tug, and we're gonna see. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just like
so go ahead,
slash it.
enchant your sword.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, it's,
you don't need to roll for that
I don't
anymore.
need to roll for that anymore.
Yeah, so a sheath of ice conjures itself around the metal spine of Alisar's sword, and you can go ahead and make an attack with that.
So I'm gonna use sword play, and I'm gonna dash towards him so I can get my dash and slash. So I get +2 for that. 10 plus 2, 12.
12, yeah. So you manage to embed your blade between his armor,
I'm also gonna use the sword's ability,
which
is cold touch. I'm gonna explain it. Upon physical contact, the wielder may roll 4+ to conjure frost against the target to activate the ability, spreading a frost curse that runs through the target from the source of contact. So I need to roll 4+ frost magic.
Go
So I
ahead.
have +6. 7 plus 6, 13.
Okay, so he's gonna roll his Constitution 17. That doesn't do it, and so he's like too hardy for your spell to even work on him.
Okay.
And he's gonna kick you in the stomach.
Can I parry or?
You could try, yeah.
Okay,
He
I'm gonna
roll a
use
7.
I'm gonna use my gauntlets to parry. So dexterity +1, 8, 9.
9. Yeah. So what's your count? You parry with your blade.
Yeah, I'll parry
You
with
have
my
to,
blade.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you parry with your
Okay.
blade, and you give him a little slash in the legs. Yeah, he's gonna multi-attack and try to punch you in the face now.
Okay.
So he rolled an 11.
Okay. I'm actually gonna let my robes take the hit, and I need to roll a 9+ once per. Is it once per combat? Yeah, once per combat. Player can roll 9+ frost enchanting to negate the received damage. Frost enchanting is +6, so 12 plus 6, that's 18.
18.
So I negate the damage, but not only do I negate the damage, I can also roll 11+ frost enchanting to spread a chilling frost curse on the
Go ahead.
+6. 18 plus 6.
Okay, and so Frost Curse starts spreading from his leg injury, from his fist.
Yeah, because he punched
He
me
punched
in
you
the armor, yeah,
on the
and then
armor.
as soon as he makes contact.
And so, like around his hand, like a sort of like white sheath starts growing, and his hand, like he's like losing like sensation in his hand. He's like freaking out. He's looking at his hand, and he's like, and he just like tries to. Well, he's probably gonna move away, but you get to take a turn now. And what does it do? Does it just damage him?
It's just a frost curse.
Yeah. What did you roll?
I rolled 18 plus 6, so
24.
24, yeah.
Okay. He's gonna roll for Constitution. You got a 7. So 24 minus 7 is 17. He's gonna take 17 damage from this curse thing, and that's enough to kill him. So the entire thing is gonna consume him, and he's gonna drop dead. from the frost
You
curse.
still get to take a turn, but
Yeah,
he's
let's do
dead.
that.
It's my turn actually.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Mance is out of the. Sorry, the main character, the cowl woman is out of the room, and
We didn't hear that.
Yeah, you didn't hear that. Cowl woman is out of the room. There's dead bodies all over the place. Tychus was gone from this place, and yeah, the only thug left died. So what do you want to do? Actually, yeah,
It's
it's
out
your
of
turn.
combat,
It's your
right?
turn.
Or-
Yeah, we're out of
yeah.
combat.
Okay.
Should we run after them?
I mean, is there anyone? There's no one alive in the room. Everyone's dead, or are
There's a
people,
few
like-
dead, dying people. Like they're
We
like
need
bleeding out.
Kiso.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna run after.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me for agility,
All right.
dexterity,
plus
anything like that
one.
you have.
17 plus 1, 18.
20
Wow.
plus 2, 22.
Do you have dexterity?
Yeah.
Do you have
Agility.
Running.
agility?
No.
Do you have 2 legs?
I do not. I don't have agility.
You have agility. You can add agility. Perfect. Okay, you. What's your character's name? Ward. Ward. You get to the door and you enter the antechamber where you see the cowl lady. You see the 2 thugs, and cowl lady sees you as well, and she's gonna try to make another dagger throw at you.
I summon Sweet William
So
to protect me.
Explain
So,
Sweet William.
explain
yeah.
Sweet William, for the uninitiated, Sweet William is a ghost we met in the caves not too long ago, and he now resides within a spirit stone that I wield, and I can summon him to take a blow for me. Essentially, he has very powerful deflecting magic. So
okay,
call him out. Sweet William, help!
you can roll your charisma here. Go ahead.
Oh, different dice. 2.
You got a 2.
Yeah,
Sweet William doesn't come.
classic 2. It's an easy 2.
But I am still gonna attack you with a
Alright, I'm
crossbow.
gonna try and dodge.
Yeah. So
So much for Sweet William.
she grabs her
Oh,
crossbow
Sweet
and not sorry. She throws a dagger at you.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a 20 on her part.
Oops. What is that?
7.
Plus 3.
7
10.
plus 3, 10. Yeah, you're gonna take a level 10 dagger injury
Nice.
to your stomach. You're gonna need a dagger straight in the stomach. Yep. It's not looking good, guys. And yeah, Alisar.
I got.
Wait, I didn't-
Sorry, you can take your turn. Go ahead.
Pull a dagger out. But I throw it back. I'm just kidding.
No, that's, yeah, no,
that would be badass.
Yeah, it would be badass. You probably would die from the bleeding. So
Yeah, let's leave that in there.
Worth it.
Let's leave that in there. So, I take it she's probably not human. Oh, man. So my goblin arrows probably won't have an effect on her. I'm going to... you know what? Screw the guards, man. The thugs. Like, whatever. You can deal with them with magic. I think that's a better plan than my stupid crossbow. All she has is like a cape. So I'm gonna shoot. I'm
And
gonna shoot an
daggers.
arrow at her. Yeah, but I'm gonna shoot an arrow at her.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
At her head.
Okay.
Headshot! So, this is plus 5. 19 plus
19 plus
5,
5.
24.
Oh, okay. She rolled a 19. So you actually succeed. You get an arrow. embedded-
You're like surprised.
Yeah, you get an arrow. You embed an arrow straight into her shoulder, and she's going to take. What's the difference? What did you roll?
24.
So it's 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
So
And I'm gonna, now I shoot again. But instead of a plus 5, it's plus 7 with advantage now.
go ahead.
Come on! 14. 19. 19
Plus
plus
7,
what? Plus
wow.
7. 26.
Okay, she rolled a 24.
Oh my god! Wow, she's good.
Yeah. So but you still get her.
Yeah.
You still get her again in the arm this time. So she's gonna wince in pain as you get her a second time. And what was the difference? 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's still going. She doesn't give a shit. She's gonna start laughing. She starts laughing at you, and she looks at both her thugs, and they let go of Kiso, and she walks out with Kiso. and they're gonna go for you now.
Okay.
So your turn, Alisar.
Okay. Can I try to? How big are the thugs?
They're like 7 feet.
They're massive,
Yeah,
right? I can't
yeah,
get past
the
them.
arrows
easily.
didn't do
Yeah.
anything to them. Like,
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna conjure ice under me, and I'm gonna try to slide under the thugs.
oh, nice.
Okay.
Like a parkour type of
Yeah.
ice slide.
Go ahead.
All right. So I have +6 when conjuring frost. 7 + 6, that's 13. For
Ice
conjuring the little sheet of ice under me.
So you rolled a 16 total.
No, that's a 13 total.
A 13 total.
For conjuring the
Conjuration?
ice path in
Uh,
front of me.
Yeah, that's not enough to even get you to them. that gets you like halfway to them, and you kind of slide and then you stop and you trip a little bit.
Okay.
I'll give you another move though. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, how far am I from them right now?
7 feet. And they're
7
both
feet
facing
from them?
you and Ward. It's 2-on-2 right now.
2-on-2.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try to slash.
Try imbuing my arrows with ice.
We could do that after
I think
the.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
I didn't
try
say all
to.
those words. I just
I'll
said
try to
arrows,
slide. Yeah,
ice,
arrows,
now.
ice. Do you want me to do it now?
We could. Oh, you could create like an ice, like.
Okay, too much conversation. They get an
Anyways.
opportunity attack.
Anyways.
They're gonna attack you with a crossbow.
That
I
you
dodged.
talking about me or
Him,
No, me.
him.
Okay.
You need to be. You roll a 10 total.
20 plus 3.
Okay.
23.
It goes right past you and they miss you. What
Take that.
did you roll?
23 for acrobatics.
Perfect. Yeah, you acrobatic the hell out of there.
Do I add dodging?
Oh, you rolled a 20. Not 20.
Yeah.
You have dexterity.
Yeah.
You have acrobatics. You have dodging.
No.
You're gonna add dodging.
Okay. I'm gonna infuse his arrows with ice.
You're gonna infuse Ward's arrows with ice.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me for ice conjuration.
That's
then.
+7.
You're gonna need a 14.
Okay. So +7.
This is gonna be big. This is gonna be big.
10 + 7.
Woo!
17.
It's a 17. Alisar opens both of his hands
Bless.
and points them straight at Ward's arrows, and 4 of your arrows gain like a icy sheath around them.
Okay, I'll put them all on my goblin arrows. So I've got now 4 enchanted goblin arrows.
4 frost goblin arrows.
Yeah.
Frost enchanted goblin arrows. Yeah.
So
Impressive. That was cool.
sick. Great. I load to it immediately. And I'm like, let's fucking do this. And I take aim and fire another headshot at the closest thug.
Okay. Do these guys have any vulnerability to ice? No. But I could give you like if they hit, I'll let you have like a slowing effect on them or something.
Yeah, or maybe
They'll have
that frost curse thing.
They'll have disadvantage.
That frost curse is hard too.
It's a harder
like,
thing.
It's a,
yeah, this is just like a disadvantage. Like
Okay,
disadvantage on
okay,
attack. It'll
sure.
slow them down.
Sure.
Because that frosting could kill them, like
Yeah,
literally.
sure. So I'll do a +6 now, just to hit him the first time. 19
Cool.
total.
Okay, so he's gonna try to dodge that attack. Okay, so he's gonna roll dexterity. He rolled a critical 1.
Get
Oh,
wrecked.
no.
You get him straight. You get him straight in the head with the ice arrow.
Boom.
He's gonna die
Get out the way.
instantly.
I take aim, immediately fire on the other one.
That's an instant death.
Boom.
Yeah, the other one looks down at his friend.
Blew it
Perma
up.
kill.
Looks at you guys and like gets mad. So
I immediately have my second shot.
you just had your turn already. So
Yes.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Okay.
Thug advances on you, and he's gonna multi-attack. He's gonna start with his sword, and he's gonna try to slice you at the neck.
Can I parry for him if I
Um,
jump in between this attack, or is it too much?
you can roll a disadvantage and try if you want.
Well, I could try summoning freaking Sweet William again.
You can try whatever you want.
I want to try again. I think I can get it this time.
All right.
I think Sweet William is gonna come in for me. Come on, Sweet William. Another charisma roll.
Go ahead, yeah.
I think I have +1 for charisma now. Plus 11 + 1, 12.
Sweet William.
Sweet, Sweet William.
That does not do it, unfortunately.
All right.
And but I'll let you try something else.
God damn it, Sweet William. So I'm going to again dodge out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and parry him, so that I can immediately take a shot after.
You're gonna try and parry him?
Yeah, with my gauntlets. I have gauntlets on my hands.
Okay, go
Just regular
ahead.
gauntlets.
Go ahead. He rolled
+3 for this
he
as
rolled
well.
14 plus 8. 22.
Yo, easy. Nat 20.
What did you get?
That's 3.
+3
+3, 6.
22 minus 6
is the
It
level of
is
injury
16.
you take.
So you got a little 16 slicing injury from the shoulder down into your
Nice.
clavicle.
Nice.
Yeah. How many health do you have left?
2.
Okay. He's gonna multi-attack. He's gonna attack you now.
All right,
Alisar,
let's go. I'm
you're
ready
up.
for him.
He rolled a 13.
All right, gauntlet parry. +1 dexterity. 4, 5.
So he rolled a 13. So you
Yikes.
fail your gauntlet parry. So 13 minus 5 is 8. You're gonna take a level 8 stabbing injury to the abdomen.
Dude, thank God I healed. I would actually be dead right now if I hadn't
Yep.
healed before this.
And it's Ward's turn.
Okay, so now I take a shot.
Level
at
8, right? You said?
Yeah,
Yes.
level 8, yeah.
his ugly face. I shoot at his face
Okay.
with my frost goblin arrows.
You're pretty short range. But you
A point blank.
yeah, it's a
bang shot
point
in
blank
his
hit. Point blank hit right now. And you're gonna roll against his perception. Go ahead.
face. 12 plus 6.
7?
No,
6?
plus 6, so 18.
18. Yeah, you get him right into the back, and that's 3 points of damage.
And I shoot again. On a successful attack, roll for another attack with +1 modifier and advantage. So now +8 and advantage.
Go ahead.
It's gonna freaking. Oh my gosh, man! I'm rolling so bad! 11 plus 8, 19.
19, yeah. That's...
It'll do. It'll do.
19. That's a second hit right through his armor, and that's gonna do 4 points of damage. And he's at 18.
Dang it.
Yeah. Alisar, your turn.
All right, so I'm just gonna take my sword and I'm gonna slash at his feet.
Okay.
Dash and slash.
He's gonna try to parry you with his sword.
So +2. 3 plus 2, 5.
He rolled a 19 plus 8, 17.
Wow, okay, he parries.
Yeah, he parries your attack, and he's gonna try and kick you in the face. Sorry, he's gonna kick you in the stomach.
I was like, damn, that's a high kick.
That's a high kick, yeah.
High kick, this guy knows karate.
7 plus 3 is 10. He has a 10.
I'm gonna dodge out of the way actually instead of so +1. That's a critical 1.
That's a critical 1. Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
you get, I'm gonna double the damage it does to you. You get a level 12 blunt abdomen injury, and you're gonna be on your knees, and he's gonna try to punch you straight in the head, try to knock
Wait,
you
I
unconscious.
want to interrupt by throwing my hand axe.
Go with disadvantage. You can try with disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage. This
It's
is
not your
marksmanship.
turn. Yeah.
So I'll do +4 on that. 11. 11. So
Okay,
15.
11.
Okay, go ahead.
For my hand axe.
Go ahead. So he's gonna roll strength,
Actually, sorry, 15.
and he rolled a
Plus.
he rolled a critical 1.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice!
So what did you roll? 15.
15 plus 2, 17.
I'm gonna double that damage. So he's gonna take 32 damage, which is enough to kill him, and he's dead. You threw a dagger straight into his neck,
Oh,
Hand axe.
a hand axe straight into his
my
neck, and he
God.
falls over dead in front of Alisar.
Okay, quick information before we continue. So when my blade is enchanted, do I get the frost enchantment bonus or no?
Yes.
So I should have added swordplay +2 +7, which is my frost enchantment.
Oh no, sorry. You pick one. You pick the best one.
One of the two.
The best
okay.
one, yeah.
Okay, well next time I'll do +7.
Sounds
I
good.
didn't know, but whatever.
Sounds good. And so you guys, you guys are in this bloody room, empty room,
Damn, they freaking took him. All that.
and he's gone.
Nothing.
and you guys are pretty injured too.
Yeah, we're like
We're in
about
no
to
shape to
die.
chase
Like
after
we
this
can't.
person.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
bloodied. You have injuries all over
Yeah.
yourselves. Who knows where Momi went? You haven't seen Momi.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he disappeared.
The heck
He
that
disappeared.
guy
I
go?
wonder where he went. You know. But you hear a door open
The bloodbath.
at the top of the staircase, and it's opening slowly, and someone peeks out of that door, and that's where we're gonna end the game for today.
Oh, damn. Cliffhanger.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks for tuning
Very
in.
nice.
Take care.
Don't
Have
What
a
a
forget
good
to like
lovely
and
audience.
Leave your
Subscribe.
comments in the comment section below.
Leave a Patreon donation.
Yeah,
forget
we're
to
gonna
hit
start a
that-
Kickstarter for
Don't forget to hit that subscribe bell.
subscribe bell.
Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications.
Yeah,
whatever it
we'll
is.
put all the information in the comment box or whatever that's called. Bye guys.